Claudius ended up taking it home against who was it in the final? It was Bins against Bins. Bins put up a fight. We had one of the sickest finishes to a game that I've seen in a long, long time. And today, we got some fuego for y'all. Fuego, Biku. Do you know who's in this top 16?
Give me your best three. Give me your top three.
Bro, it's impossible. It's impossible. But we got our boy Logic. He didn't quite make the top 4 last week, so I know he is dying to make it into that top 4. Because remember, everybody, Biku, tell him how it works. You know how it works, right? How's it going down today?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Wait, you tell me, man.
Okay.
You tell me. I'm sorry.
Okay. So it's going to be top 16, single elimination, but the top 4 make it into the monthly final. And this monthly final is going to be the top 4 from this tournament and the top 4 from the last top 16 we had. They're going to duke it out for like $2,000 something in a double elimination. But today, single elimination, best of 3s, best of 5 finals. Win, you move on. Lose, you go home.
Let's go. All right. Well, thanks for giving me that reminder. And I'm pretty sure Logic is gonna get this one this time. I saw Bins last night and definitely fire. He made gods bleed last night, and I'm waiting for what's to come. Because like he's literally the god of war. Just bringing in an air C5 like versus a water C6. Who knew water C6 was just gonna be meta the moment that it just gets a tiny little buff, you know?
Bro, it's funny because we were looking at our planets while we were breeding, and water C6, water C6, water. This is before the buff, and we're like, that's really interesting because it's a 6, right? It's one of those big boys, and we were all saying once it gets buffed, it's probably going to be really good. And all of a sudden, we're seeing it at the highest part of the leaderboard. And it's making me want to go play it. I want to try, right? It's so close to cold water, but it's just like cold water on crack.
Yeah, that's true. Like, and also not to mention that it's being used by somebody like Claudius. So Claudius is really goated right now when it comes to tournament level gameplay. He's switching it up. He's changing it up. So there's a lot of potential in PvP. And esports for everyone is showing that right now. So I love how we're uncovering talent right before our eyes outside of the leaderboard.
Hey, it is going to be an absolutely amazing day. And I'm so excited to be able to watch it with you, my brother, and everyone in chat. Thank you guys all for coming out. If we could pull up that top 16, that would be dope. Let's show the people who is going to be holding it down today.
Let's go. And in the chat, Ben says, Logic is my dad. But who's the mom, dude? It's Mother's Day.
All right, so I want to start at the top. I'm already seeing a big upset. Gapsito, the number 2 player on the leaderboard.
Way.
So I gotta say, Gap has been struggling a little bit in the tournaments. It seems that, it's tough too. These are tough tournaments. Players do know what you're playing, especially if you're a top 3 leaderboard player. And it seems like people are able to, counter him in these tournaments. Because I know Gap is an extremely strong player.
Yeah.
And then go ahead.
He held first place for a long time too. I mean, not towards the end of the leaderboard, but he held it at the top. He was the guy that was out of nowhere. Who is this Capsito guy? Is he Asian? Because that's like the first question. Like when some new name just pops out of nowhere, who's this guy? Where's he from? Which region?
Yeah, and so Gap, he did not make it into the top 4 again, so we will not be seeing him in the finals in the end of the month. And against Toby. Okay.
Another one.
Toby has been a beast, and I'm excited to see if Sharp beat Gap, then this should be a sick matchup.
Oh, definitely. And then I'm looking at the other side of the leaderboard. We're seeing Karim moving on, and of course, Wicked from Huru. Always awesome to see him. Blade King, I have not seen him. So I'm
He
really
beat Sourbeck. Sourbeck's pretty good.
yeah, Sourbeck is good. So new names popping up out of nowhere. Paradise, Potestaten. I've seen them. I know they're amazing. Potestaten moved forward. Wanted to see more of Paradise as well. But yeah, so
I'm
this is the
actually
match. This is our top
surprised.
8.
Paradise ended up top 10 at the end of the season. So interesting. I don't know Potestaten, but I'm excited to watch Blade King Potestaten. And my favorite match has got to be Nailith versus Logic, and I will tell you why. Logic is our boy. We love Logic, and I always wish him the best in everything that he does. Nailith is APG's newest scholar, and he is top 50 with a build that nobody else is using.
Okay, you know, all right. I always love to see new builds. Logic, I love you. I see AC5 all the time, but I want to see something. I want to see something new. I'm rooting for you, Logic. But I also want to see something crazy. I want to see some Earth C3 shenanigans, some Fire C1 weird stuff, some Fire C3. It's gonna be, well, it's gonna be an interesting matchup. But I want to see you up there at the top 4 for the end of it. So yeah, so the ones that I'm not familiar with, Sharpie, Blade King, and Nailist. So like you said, he's one of the new recruits, and top 50 is not an easy rank to come by. So I'm very excited how these top players hack at it.
I mean, Rollo has been super excited about Nailith, telling me like, bro, this dude, like my homie, they were friends from before Aperon. He's like, he's good, man. He's really good, and I let him use this build that I was working on. Remember the build, the thing? And I'm not gonna spoil it, because if you don't know, then I want to keep it, secret until he shows it on stream, because then everyone's gonna know, right? And it's one of those builds, it's just different. Like, it was one of those theorycraft builds where in theory you're like, ooh, this could be so sick. And it didn't work when we were doing it as well as we had hoped. But then he went and he adjusted the apostles around the build and changed the build minutely, and he figured something out that is working. So it's really cool to see.
I'm in for that. I'm all for that. Not gonna lie, with only one class in the game, on only half of the apostles available, there's still so many things to be discovered, so many different builds. And imagine when most of the game is already out. All 3 classes are out, all 12 apostles are out. The theory crafting just never ends. And I'm glad people like Rollo spent so much time in this game discovering these small little things. But what do you think? Is it like, when you saw it, you tell me, is it net deckable? Can people just, hey, I'm just gonna pick off these specific things from the marketplace, or this is like unique, like super unique?
Oh no, this is unique. This is a special kind of play. It's a special combination of moves. It's basically an auto attack buffing build.
All right.
A smash. We call it the smush smash build. So let's see if he can get some smush smash. But first, our first match of the day, we're going to be doing Wicked versus K-Rim. Both top players in their own right, fighting to move on to the top 4 and make it to that monthly final.
All right. We get to see K-Rim and Wicked starting it out first. I'm very familiar with both of them. I'm familiar of how much of a beast they both are. So yeah, I'm very excited to see how they play this all out.
And I think that, K-Room might be coming in as a slight favorite, but Wicked, I think he's made it to both top 16 so far, so he's been consistent. And today, 1 game away. They're 1 game away from making the big step. And after that, the top 4, there are some cash prizes, and it is for seeding in the final tournament. If you win this, you're going to go in as a 1 seed, and you're not going to have to play against Rollo until the finals.
Perfect.
Right?
Of course, yes. Everybody wants the buff to not have to fight Rollo in the first rounds, dude. But imagine some guy just out of nowhere, the solo leveling warrior takes him out first round. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's too anime to happen. Gale, it's like the game is ready. It could happen. Anybody's game.
But We are ready. Wicked versus Karam. Let's hop into this first match. We have a long morning of Aperon action in store for everybody. So let's get it on.
Go!
Guru versus SL. Match number 1. Fight!
Oh my god, look at how awesome these planets look ever since the update. I cannot, man.
I love it.
I love it too. It just gives you like some personality now. Like when you see their planet, oh my god, even if you change your name, you're going to be like, "Oh, this is this guy's planet."
Exactly, which is a nice part of NFTs. And later I want you to tell me more about these 12 apostles because I did not realize they were bringing out that many more.
Oh, there were 12 apostles. So it's like, it's a reference to, it's a reference to the Bible. 12 apostles. 6 out of 12 is out right now. Not sure if there's going to be new apostles coming out in season 3, but I'm very excited for that. All right. So starting us off, we're on Karim's POV. Looking at
And
this,
it looks like he's going hard on the mages. He's putting everything he's got over there, knocking them up. And we see the WC6 coming out right away for Wicked.
All right. So WC6 is going to be dealing a lot of damage there. Tries to get his warriors out of the way with the welcome to the slam, bypassing that silence. And okay, so playing the regular RC5 with the Zip Zap Orb and the Tailwind. We see Karim just going for that tanky ninja boy.
Bro, I'm getting I'm getting FOMO looking at all this WC6 lately. I want to try it now. Like, I must try it now. This is insane. But to be fair, I mean, and yeah, Wicked's doing pretty well so far, He's got his health up. He seems to be in a decent position, and now he's going a little bit aggressive. But we do know that AC5 can change the game with the quickness.
Oh, that's definitely what you're going to be angling yourself towards, especially fighting AC6. So the AC6 can somewhat act as like your safe space here, but when you're fighting against somebody with Air C5, there is nowhere safe, especially if the person that's using it has the amount of mana that he needs. Like, look at this right now. He's getting berated by all of these knives, and the return does not find him. There's no contact there. Gets stunned by the leaping shield block.
Oh, and another stun.
And
that was clean.
Oh, very clean.
That was clean. Yeah, I mean, I have the same issue when I play against AC5. Like, it's so hard to get away. You have to have the timings down so well. On the shootout and on the return, you have to dash at the perfect times. You have to use your own dashes, your own gust winds. And it's just really hard to get out of the way of AC5 if the player is good.
Oh yeah, when both players are definitely good in their own special way, but seeing that this kind of looks like a mismatch, which favors AC5 a lot more because Wicked's build kind of requires you to hit that final circle. So if you don't survive until the circle closes in, it's kind of a dead end for you because you require the zone to help you out with that range on the Water C6.
Yeah, exactly. So Sourbeck is in chat saying he had to play with a free-to-play planet because the guy was probably breeding or something with his planet. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Oh, that sucks. Oh well. I mean, Sourbeck, you could always come back, but I'm pretty sure I'm calling cap, dude. I know you just want to flex that you can literally win tournaments with the free planet, but maybe it's not. Yeah, but maybe it's not this tournament. Maybe next tournament you'll pop out a free planet. And then like, you'll actually
just take them dubs.
Yeah.
All right, so Karim's keeping on a lot of pressure here, while Wicked's sitting in his WC6, just kind of chilling. Karim's just poking in, hitting him with a knock-up, hitting him with a little bit of this, hitting him a little bit of that, dropping some magic bombs. But it looks like Wicked's got decent Apostle control right now, trying to go on the offensive, doing some damage to Karim, better than last round for sure. Karim's looking to do a little switcheroo for 2, and right now, Wicked is pushing. He's doing great, but the AC5s are starting. The onslaught has begun.
The onslaught has begun, but it looks like Wicked does have the Zip Zap orbs to prevent him and deter him from actually finishing him off right before the circle closes in. There's a ton of feathers in the field right now that he has to watch out for. And oh my god, it has been equalized. Here's the follow-up and here's the return. Wow, Karim. We thought he had him on the ropes, but he still comes back. This is a very excellent first round start of this stream.
Yeah, so I mean, Wicked did adjust. They did better than in the first one. That's clear. But Karim staying strong and just really holding it down and bringing that game to the end and clutching a 2-0 in the first set. So well done by both players. But I feel like Wicked has more to offer. I feel like this is not over yet.
Absolutely. I mean, Wicked has been winning tournament after has presence in different tournaments. So I'm sure maybe he didn't expect that it's going to be an AC5 or something like that, because I can see why. I can see why AC5 is weak against. I'm sorry. I can see why Water C6 is weak against this build, because it's heavily reliant on the zone closing in. It's a late game build.
Yeah, and once that late game comes, the AC5 player doesn't have as much space that he has to cover, and he's able to really just choke you out feather after feather after feather before you can really use the zone size to your advantage and drop that WC6 right in the middle, right? And even then, there's still some space around the outside, so it's a toughie.
It is a very big toughie. So maybe Wicked, now knowing what apostles and planets he's playing, he could switch it up a bit, maybe change to a different planet, because obviously the Water C6 isn't working. But the Zip Zap orbs in the very beginning was putting some pressure onto Karim in that early game there, but he wasn't able to close it out, knowing that he has a very expensive card that doesn't really have any type of burst aside from the Zip Zap orbs. So he could switch it up, but switching it up could mean maybe Karim could switch it up as well. So I like the format that we have right now, where it's free for all. Anything is possible.
Yeah, it's very open, and they're gonna try something. Wicked has to try something. The thing is in game 2 it was much closer than game 1, meaning Wicked adjusted better, and if he thinks that there's still room for adjustment, he can win that matchup. It is not unwinnable by any means. It's just very difficult.
Absolutely. I mean, it's very difficult knowing that every moment is very pressurized, is very pressuring. And when you notice an AC5 user not doing anything to you, like he's just chilling, he's just walking around, why isn't he casting abilities? He's saving up mana. That's what he's doing.
And he's just making sure that his abilities are getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, as he moves around the map. And then eventually, when the late game comes, you can just bring that pain, right? You just go ham and just smack, 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 smack.
That's true. Okay, so we're still in Karim's POV, already charging up the welcome to the slam. Water C6 comes down on both of Karim's apostle. And here it comes. Here comes the follow-up, but no follow-up on the follow-up. So kind of a.
But it was nice. He knocked up both mages and Wicked. So made sure that if anything was coming out of that backline, it was gonna get stunned and canceled.
That's true. It maybe if he was gonna be using any type of CC, definitely canceled right there. Okay, here comes the magic bomb, but I think it's gonna be blocked by the castle guard. No, it does not. It goes off. Another fall up there. So it's just most of this early game right now is just apostle control. But I think Karim is winning a bit here because he's capped on mana, and the difference in apostles is still favoring Karim for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's about to be tied up, but I see what you're saying. Karim sitting on a lot of mana, really just waiting for his moment, stacking up some feathers, and now he's going to send a couple feathers out, add in a Zip Zap, starting to poke away at Wicked's life. And, this has kind of been the story of the set so far. That the early and mid game is pretty even. Sometimes Wicked, he does sometimes better, sometimes worse. But then once that 1v2, 1v3 comes into play, the feathers just come and show maximum domination. But Karim's spending a lot of time in the ice right now, taking a lot of damage here. Not exactly what he wants, and there is a chance here, but Karim's getting low. Can Wicked bring it home? Can he keep the pressure on? Can he get on him? Oh, and Karam is juking all the stuns. He's staying alive. And I saw this yesterday. All it takes is one moment, one set of feathers. Here he goes. He's trying.
Oh, that's
Gets
the
off
first
a pretty
feathers.
good start.
Here comes the
Oh
second.
my God,
He even
here he
has the follow-up.
comes.
If he can catch him here, the follow-up is going to execute him right then and there. And oh my goodness, he could not. Yo.
Wicked. He's so wicked.
That is
So
crazy.
wicked.
Fancy
Clip
feet.
that.
Fancy feet coming out of... wait. Whose point was it? That was
This Karam's point of view, but Wicked's point. Yeah, Wicked.
Wicked's point.
Exactly.
That is... Dang, man. Was some insane gameplay coming out of Wicked. That's some fancy feat. Because Karam was coming in for the kill, but he was in his zone. He was inside his water C6, thinking that he could maybe execute him right then and there. But no, he pushed it to the late game, expended all his mana, and had no choice but to pop out and pretty much just ending his life there.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time sitting in the WC6 right there. A lot of time. That was insane. So we're jumping right back in. Wicked is trying to bring it back, make this a one set each. And right now, Karam already taken some early damage. And we know that Karam doesn't have a whole lot of healing, right? Until he starts really feathering up.
Yeah, he doesn't. But so I think he's figuring out that that he's just creating a no-no zone for himself by using the water C6 and just standing right on top of it. And Karam going a little bit aggressive, waiting out that water C6 before going in with that feathers. But oh my gosh, the castle guard cancels it all out. So he brought in the castle guard as well, specifically for this moment. So a lot has changed in the playstyle depending on what Karam
And it makes sense.
And Wicked adjusted, yeah.
Because, so Karam's trying to get to that late game, doesn't really care about how many apostles are left. But now with castle guards in play, there's a way for Karam to hide from the feathers, which is the biggest issue. Staying inside of the ice, as you said. So anytime that Karam comes in to attack, he's going to be sitting on the ice, taking extra damage and getting hit by the apostles. So that's huge. Plus, castle guard coming out. So now the feathers become much more difficult to use. So Wicked adjusting wickedly. Let's go, baby. This is sick. It's looking like a set 3 unless Karam can make some big plays right here.
Ooh, look at that hit. That was a critical strike coming out of his Apostle Warrior. The Castle Guard is right there, literally not allowing him to do anything right now. Cast that... Oh, air C5 right at the end of the Castle Guard. He really timed it really well. There's already a few hits left. So the Zip Zap Orb could be enough to mitigate some damage, but he's not healing right back out of this. Here comes the Tailwind. Where's the return?
Nice return.
The Zip Zap Orb for himself will DPS him down. An auto attack should do the trick, but the armor gained through movement is huge.
He needs to get out some more feathers here. If he can't get out the feathers to get some healing, it's about to be over. Every little auto attack is making a huge difference. This might be the final Zip Zaps. Can he get the feathers out? He does? Is he going to get him back? I don't know.
Oh, the
and he goes...
Wow! Denied the sweep, and that's going to be a 2-0 for Wicked. Now we are 1-1 in this best of 3. The next game will decide a match point round. What an exciting matchup. You know what? I take it back. I was wrong. Air C5 doesn't suck. I suck. I'm sorry. Water C5, Water C6 doesn't suck. I suck. I did not see that coming out of Wicked. I thought it was one-sided. Dang. You can literally adjust this the way you please. And that Castle Guard really changed everything.
The Castle Guard was huge because it gave Wicked a safe space on the map. I didn't realize it worked like that. Thank you, Wicked, for teaching me. When I play against AC5, I now have a solution. I don't know if it's enough, but it is something. It is something. I'll just go hide in my little shield. I'll just hide in there. Just hide. Just hide. I'll just stand in there and hide. And then I'll put Seed of Fire at my feet. So if he comes into the shield to mess with me, he's going to come onto my Seed of Fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to hide. And just do that. I'm going to take my hands off the keyboard and do this.
Last round was extremely one-sided compared to the previous rounds, and even then, on Wicked's first win, we saw that Karam still had an advantage on Apostle, regardless of even the enemy having the Water C6. But then we saw a really big difference now on that last game, wherein there was 3 apostles on the side of Wicked and none on the side of Karim. So it's gonna be interesting what they are gonna be switching it up on the next round. So Karim needs to figure something out because I think it's
Karim
now.
has to kill the Guardian. He has to kill the Guardian, basically. Like, if he doesn't kill the Guardian, then he's gonna have a big old dome in front of his face all the time. But if he can kill the Guardian, then he's looking real good.
Ball's in his court. Maybe I'll switch it up on the. Okay, so we're still using the same planets, still using the same everything.
I mean, then I'm gonna have to say Wicked's looking like he's in a wicked position to bring it back, unless Karim thinks he's got something within his lineup that he didn't use last time. This should be very interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay. So starting it off, still on Karim's POV here. So, how can Karim get this back? Because honestly, he can't just burst down the castle guardian with. Okay, so he only has one guardian, so he only needs to burst this one down. But how is he gonna burst this one down without having to lose feathers, without having to lose mana, and still have enough by the very end? So everything is a threat right now on the side of on the side of Wicked, except for that rogue maybe. And I don't see that as much of a threat as compared to everything else.
But you do see him already auto-attacking on the Guardian, jumping his units to the Guardian, focusing the Guardian, which is odd usually, right? That seems odd, but it makes a lot of sense in this matchup. Oh, okay. But then Karim out of nowhere just jumps off the Guardian, hops over, gets some stuns on the Wicked, and goes full aggro, returning the feathers really, really nicely there. Now Karim's in his dome, but it's a little late because the feathers are already out and about. They've already done the damage. So right now it seems like Karim adjusting and Karim getting some really good early pressure.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm glad he didn't actually go for that, because I saw that Karim wanted to go and try to attack Wicked inside his domain expansion in the water C6, but now he waited it off. The time is now, but he doesn't want to overstep his welcome. He sees that root trap slide coming out of that hunter.
Karim is playing like a god. Karim is playing like a god right now. He's jumping into the WC6s at the last second. He's tiptoeing. He's tiptoeing into these traps each time and not getting triggered. No. Karim coming out with the uber duper aggression and smush smashing all over Wicked in game 1.
Did you see that? He really just went inside the castle guard. Even if that is a safe space, if he casts the AC5 within the castle guard, that will still hit on the first wave out, but it does not get you the return value. That was very risky for Karim, but it all paid out.
Well, the thing is the other guy's hiding, thinking he's safe, so you just go for it, right?
That's true. So I think what Wicked needs to do now is maybe think about actually copying his Castle Guard, since that's the card that he needs to actually survive. So Castle Guard, copy it with the card shark, so you have multiple copies of it in hand, and of course you're much safer that way, because you don't necessarily need to take out all of Karim's apostles. You only really need to take care of the 2 warriors with the Welcome to the Slam.
And this is interesting. Karim not having as good of a start as last game. Last game was just wickedly disgusting, right? He was going so hard. This seems a little more balanced. We see Karim taking some damage. Wicked now playing with some control, it feels like. But first feathers coming in. Very nice send-off right there. He's going to try to zip zap to get him stuck. But, good block. No, did it block? I'm not sure. He took some damage. Wicked is getting low again. Karim keeping the pressure on.
That is interesting how he did that. So what Karim did, so he puts out the Air C5. Of course, Wicked in response uses the Castle Guard, but he also uses the Zip Zap to make sure that he's taking damage even with the Castle Guard out. No Castle Guard, no Water C6. Here it comes. The Flurry of Feather goes out. The Zip Zap Orb in return, and here comes another follow-up. Is this going to be a match point? But no, it does not kill him just yet. The Zip Zap along with the Tailwind is going to get him right there. Wicked is in a top spot.
Now, this is it, I think, because these feathers with the Ash and the knockup and the stun, all the tingies. Oh, that was a great defensive stun, actually. That was huge. That saved Wicked's life, because Karim is also low. He's going to come dance on through the trap, doesn't let it bring any value again. taking some damage. That Hunter's just tipping away. Both are very low, but now Wicked's gonna be one shot. But Karam's sitting in the ice. He's sitting in the ice.
Gets him. Oh my god! He casts domain expansion and denies him that win. And Wicked once again. But why does it always feel like Wicked is always cornered, just kicking Karam out, hoping that he gets a hit on the neck or somewhere or somewhere important just to get him off of his back. It always feels that way, but it ends up working for him in the end.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow is all I can say. These players are going ham. We're going straight into the next game. No time to breathe. This is just insanity here at the E4E New Dawn. Biku, who's gonna bring it home, baby? We're in the final rubber match.
Not gonna lie, I'm rooting for both of them, but Karam looking like the underdog here, losing the first round. But oh my goodness, what the hell am I talking about? Look at that. Wicked quarter health. He needs to heal right back up, and Karam is really, really healthy right now.
How is Wicked supposed to heal that back? If he gets hit with anything, he's basically dead. That's insane. Yeah, no, it looks like Karam just came out and he was too ready for this round. He is the man that was what? Hey, top 4 right here, baby. This is the game for top 4. Karam putting Wicked in the corner, bringing out the feathers. Wicked's trying to switcheroo, but it's not enough. Karam smushes him in the final game.
That early aggression where Wicked did not expect any of that to come in right there. Everything, the stars perfectly aligned for that one play for Karam to go in, use the air C5, and just annihilate his HP down. So now it's Karam on his match point. So Wicked needs to make something happen. Needs to bring out what he did in round 2, because he was looking kind of cocky right now in round 3. He didn't expect all of that to come in. He didn't have the castle guard to help him out. He didn't have a water C6 active. Karam was just waiting for that to pounce in and then just annihilate him right there out of nowhere. Even I'm surprised.
Hey, I mean, this is how it goes, right? They used the same composition, switched up some minute thingies throughout the series. First, Karam wins, Wicked comes back, adjusts, wins the second one, and then Karam comes back and smushes in the third one. Wow, because it's impressive to see such a landslide in a game after such a close series, right? That just means that Karam found 2 or 3 things in that early game and took advantage of them and really pounced. So congratulations, well done. Karam is moving on to the top 4. Wicked did not quite make it this time, but as you guys should know, the E4E A New Dawn, there's going to be another series next month. So after the monthly final, we're going to have open qualifiers again. So, sharpen your blades, get ready. Damn, that was a great first series.
That was a great first series for sure. Karam out of nowhere, just making it happen. Oh, Rallo's here. He means he's at nonstop delivery. Oh my God. So you got to hear this, man. I'm kidding. We can tell you after this.
Non-stop delivery. Yeah, Rollo. We have a funny story for you later. That's funny. Do I hear a delivery? Where's Mario? Mario! Produce, Mario, produce. All right. Hey, so who is our next matchup producer, sir? Who are the next Titans that we get to watch and observe taking each other out with the quickness?
I mean, with Air C5, definitely feels very impressive. I think the best person to I've seen so far in any given tournament had been Rollo this entire time, because he always looks for these different angles to find the kill. And literally, Karam brought out his Rollo cosplay in that last round, and it just out of nowhere, because he was surviving in the previous rounds. It was anybody's game. We saw a way for Wicked to win that, but on that last round, dude, it was hella oppressive,
Oh my god, so many funny things happening. All right, so guys, we're gonna go into our next match, Blade DTS against Potestan SL. And before that, we're gonna take a 2-minute break. So grab some popcorn, go to the restroom, get something to drink. We're gonna be right back. Thank you.
All right, let's go. No, stop delivery.
Non-stop delivery! And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the little pause. Biku, you are muted, my good friend.
I am here, my good friend. I was waiting for you to stop talking. What is
My
up?
man. I
My
saw the little
man.
I saw the little mouth moving and I was like, "Huh. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know if he's using real words or not."
That's me breathing.
Oh.
This is
Okay, okay.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But yeah, so we're back and we are back with more of the action. So yeah, who's our next match going to be?
Blade from DTS against Potestaten from SL.
Let's freaking go. And I'm already see some supporters for Blade King. I still don't know who Blade King is. I know Pottenstaten. Cool. Blade
Pottenstaten,
King.
Pottenstaten, da-da-da-da-da-da. Logic and chat, I look good. Aw, thanks, honey. Appreciate you. No homo. Love you. And I'm excited because we have the Blade beat Sourbeck, I think. Can we pull up the bracket real quick? Unless it's been updated too far.
Yeah, but then
Maybe.
again, don't forget Sourbeck was playing a free to play planet. So, I mean, it could be match fixing. We could ban a Sourbeck. What do you think?
Sourbeck would never. He's such a hard competitive gamer. He would never ever do that. No, he can't. He cannot. So we've got Blade King versus Potestaten coming up next, and then we still have Sharpie and Toby and Nailith versus Logic. I want to watch that one last because that one I'm really excited about.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I am excited on who can take down Karim. Karim looking like a really good competitor here right now. Maybe we could see a Karim versus Logic finals, both using Air C5 or something else. Because I know Logic has been bringing out some other things to the table other than Air C5, which is definitely something that is favored. But do notice that like Air C5 has shown a lot of appearances, especially in the top of the leaderboards. After so many nerfs, for some reason, AC5 still finds a way to come back out alive.
It feels like, obviously AC1, AC2 are extremely strong because there's nothing else quite like it. Right? That's the reason everyone uses them. There is no other dash where you can go halfway across the map, knock them up, and get a little bit of shield to boot.
That's
So,
true.
it's more. I don't think it's too strong. It's just that there's nothing else that has that utility, and that is the utility. Like that is the card that wins and loses pretty much every game. Do you get the cancel or not? Right?
That's
That's what it comes down to. And if you can jump across the map to get that cancel, that turns out to be absolutely huge. So Blade King, the up-and-comer for this tournament, we're seeing all kinds of different guilds represented here. Love seeing it, love seeing the growth of the game, and love seeing new competitors. So I think it's time to jump right into it.
Let us go. All right. Wait. Oh, see, Logic here. I'm a waterbender. Sure, buddy. I mean, we've seen you be an airbender. You're basically the avatar, dude.
I
Okay.
mean, that's fair to say. That's fair to say. Remember, if you're in chat, make sure to follow E4E. We're trying to grow this channel. We're really trying to make some moves. Make sure that everyone gets as much clean content as possible. Big shout out to the production team and big shout out to Apron for helping us out with some stingers. A lot of work has been going into this and the feed is clean. I'm loving it. Well done, team. And I'm excited, man. Apron has been a blast.
All right. All right. So, I mean, with all of this competitive motion happening right now in the Aperon scene, uh there's no better than esports for everyone to be showing us how it is done. Okay, Potestaten playing Urtzi 5. Haven't seen that in a while, not even in the leaderboard. And oh my goodness, just right off the bat, we already see the Water C3 coming out, and it actually connects for Blade King. And
Is okay, nice headshot right there. Is Blade King playing AC6?
Air C6. Well, we haven't seen it just yet. Maybe we can find out in just a couple of
I
seconds.
think it might be Bubbles into AC6. Into Big Boom.
but Well, I did see the water C3, so this is not your typical AC6 or AC5 type of matchup, but it could be. So we're seeing Zip Zap
Okay.
Orbs. We saw Zip Zap Orbs. We saw Tsunami Cannon. So what else can we see out of Blade King?
And Patastatin, dropping the baby cages just for nice map control. Up on HP, Blade King's trying to be aggressive. And Blade King does still have the ability to heal from his EC5s, right? Oh no, never mind. Sorry, those are Patastatin's EC5s. Blade
Mhm.
King, yeah, he's in trouble. This is painful. I don't see much of an opportunity to heal for Blade King.
That's true. So he has to make up for it with some big damage. So where is the big damage coming from? Right now, I've only seen Tsunami Cannon and the Zip Zap Orbs. What else you got in the chamber? Oh my god, that was one very desperate Tsunami Cannon out of nowhere. Okay, so it's a Tsunami Cannon, Zip Zap Orb, and Tailwind. Interesting. So he doesn't have one of the big the big players in the top circle. So he's literally just using top three circles right now. So with the Zip Zap or popping out, I guess he's just hoping that the auto attack is gonna help him out here.
Yeah, but he is down. Look at these apostles chasing him around the map. He's down on HP. He needs to really make some insane moves here. And I just don't see it happening. There's too much damage coming out from all around. And this is going to be the end of game one, it looks like. And Blade King is going to need some more sustain.
Oh, and he just chooses death here. Okay, so maybe Blade King is gonna be switching it up a bit. Okay, now that I know what you got, I know what to do next round now. So I'm hoping that's what's going to be happening. So given all of the support that I'm seeing for Blade King, hopefully he can make a comeback here because that was a very one-sided match.
That was I'm just lacking to see where the kill is going to come from because you can't really kill the apostles, right? Like
That's true.
with what? And then if you can't kill the apostles, you want to be ahead or you want to be able to pop your opponent and really remove him quickly. And there's
Yes.
just not a whole lot of damage. I guess if you can get those aqua cannons to stack and those little blue guys are just on them all the time, it's pretty annoying. It can do the thing, but you gotta be a sniper ninja.
Yeah, you got to be a sniper, but I can see an angle at how this would work, but I don't think it's gonna be effective against Potts Titan with the Earth C5 because he can just heal it right back up. So maybe chipping away some damage in the early game, but having the potential to heal over time. But look at this. So Potts Titan is at half health right now, needs to heal right back up with the Earth C5. He gets the cancel with the follow.
There we go.
Him the heal. There it is. So he's just
There we go.
Yeah, a disabler. Yeah, crippled that Earth C5 out of nowhere.
And that, obviously that is how you can turn any game around if you can cancel the big moves from your opponent. Because, what Potostat needs here is heal. Now he's down. He needs an EC5 to connect. And if Blade King can keep him from doing that, then Blade King has the chance to end this. But he needs to be ready. And he keeps knocking him up. Sporadically, he's trying to make sure no EC5 hits the map. EC5 is coming. Oh, but he's patient this time. He is patient this time.
Ooh,
he gets it off.
Oh,
well played. That was huge. Huge by Potostat.
Huge. He needed to cancel that. Now he has another EC5 because of the card chart. Wait, did he not get the card chart off? He did get the card chart off, but he also casted the EC5 immediately. So now it's a battle of the Zip Zap Orb. The zone is coming in. There's still apostles on the side of Potostat. So it's going to be hard for him to find another Earth C5. And it's going to be hard for him to actually heal off anything now that Blade King has no apostles left to siphon some life off of.
Exactly. And that is the goal always when you play against EC5. You got to get to that late game. Your apostles have to be dead. And then you can really go and try to smush. So we see Potostat trying to make a safe zone here in the middle with his EC5s, and we're going to see Blade King having to dance around the edge, which is going to make it very easy for Potostat to predict him and stun him.
That's true. Okay, so the water C3 does not connect. Another Earth C5 is being casted out of Potostatin, and 3 seconds left before the zone closes in. I think this is already a one-sided match. It just needs to close up. It's just a slow death right now for Blade King, but the inevitable loss will lead to him just
I like
committing
how
Sudoku
he
outside of the map.
dives. He dives into the red, and he's just like, "Arg! Screw it! I'm out of here." GG, go re. Grr.
You've been playing too much of that pirate game, my guy.
Hey, bro, pirates are funny, man. It's funny to go and loot people on the open sea. I enjoy it. Just swooping, taking their. You're dead now, matey. And I just take I claim their clam for them, and I raise their island, and then I tweet at them on Twitter and say, "GG, bruv."
Oh, sounds fun. Sounds fun. You should get me into that. Show me the pirate
Absolutely,
life.
bro. I can show you the pirate life, matey. Arr, matey! Join me on my ship, to plunder.
So yeah, so Potostatin takes the first win of this best of 3, and Blade King now needs to make something happen in this quarters if he wants to qualify for the end of.
Boom, boom, boom. BTS, SL. Can Blade do the tingy? Can Blade make the moves and do what Wicked did last time and take it to a third set? All right, it is game time. Set number 2. Blade King against Potostatin. Pew, 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 pew.
I'm just going to call him Pots. It's a mouthful, not going to lie.
Pots, I like that. Or Potty?
No.
Or Potes? No. Or what about Staten?
Pot. PTS?
Like,
no, you know what?
PTST?
You know what?
PTST.
That
I like
sounds
it.
Painful.
That does. All right, I'm curious if you no cancel of the first, and actually you kind of want the first EC5 to land. Just get it out of the way, right? Like, yeah, kill my apostles. Sure, bro, whatever. You're not getting any healing from it.
There's that, and
wait,
also,
he just played 3. He played 3 right off the bat. Is he switching it up?
He's switching it up. He has the wait a second. Wait. What does Blade King play? Is he playing the same planet?
Let's see. He had Zip Zaps.
Can
we do we have Blade King's POV, or did we only get Potostatin's?
Okay,
potentially.
So he has the Zip Zaps. I'm not sure if he has the water coming out of nowhere. Not really, but the Earth C5 is going to be casted by Potts. No. Okay, here's the follow-up. He still gets it off. Little late.
But he tried. Hey, he did try. But it just feels like Potostatin is crushing the Apostles this game and is looking to go into the late game without any healing on the table, but with all his Apostles chasing Blade King.
That's true. Okay, it looks like Blade King is having a date right now with Potostatin's warrior and taking a ton of damage, already putting him at a quarter health. The Zip Zap Orb to apply some more pressure. There is nothing significant right now coming out of Blade King, so he needs to make something happen, or else this is just going to be another wipe for Potostatin. Even has that prickly personality. Wait, I'm sorry. It was Blade King playing AC Earth C5?
Yeah, but he's not gaining any life. He's losing it all the whole time.
I think that's because of the prickly personality coming from
Yeah, you're right. So it looks like Blade King switched it up. He went with EC5, and Potostatin was ready with the prickly and is countering it beautifully.
That's true. So, but the thing about this is that with Potostatin not having any more apostles on the enemy side for him to siphon off of, he might not be able to heal off of this. But the problem with Blade King now is that he's taken so many damage in the early game, and it just gives him a more pressured loss here. So they're both playing Karst, they're both playing Earth C5 and Zip Zap Orbs, but Potostatin just played it way better.
Very, very interesting. Yeah, it seems like Potostatin knows this matchup pretty well, and he played it really clean right there. That was very, very, surgical.
Yeah. surgical precision is required in any given matchup, given that you're literally controlling 5 units at the same time. More so the Avatar than the rest, but hey. Okay, so the card shark picking up another Earth C5 there. The sneaky smoke screen is going to be huge. The tearing autos from the side of Blade King. Honestly, Protestanten's Apostle game is pretty stacked. So that's actually really scary when you have Card Shark and the sneaky smoke screen. Because both of
Smoke
those
screen's
in
so
one.
good.
Yeah,
So
it is
good.
very good. It is so good. And it's very underrated, not gonna lie.
Oh, bro, not in the pro level, right? The pros
Yeah.
know. They understand. Like if you play smoke screen, you're at an advantage. The opponent cannot do anything. You decide the tempo of the fight if you have smoke screen, because you can run circles around him, you can dodge anything, you can really just do anything you want for those 4 or 5 seconds.
And oh my god, did you see that welcome to the slam coming on to the side of Blade King, literally taking him to a quarter health, now at half health as well. Did you know that sneaky smoke screen actually stops headshots? Dude, I had to find that out the hard
Really?
way. Yeah, dude. So if
What?
you're choosing something to headshot, like maybe a priest, and they smoke screen the priest, it changes targets. Crazy.
Wait, it changes. Oh, it just shoots somebody else that's not in the smoke screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, bro. I had no idea. I had
That's true.
no idea.
And oh my god, okay, so let's get back to this one.
Back to the game.
Is this gonna be a wipeout for Protestant? Blade King
It
is already
looks
taking
like it.
Yeah, taken extremely low. The Earth C5 out of nowhere
Nice
on the
shoot.
side of Protestant, but it's not enough healing for him to get him back. And
I see
wow.
I see potential in Blade King though. You know, I do see a player that is putting in the time, making some nice moves, but not quite ready for the big boys just yet. You know what I mean?
That's true. But
I feel like Blade King's coming back. We're gonna see that player again.
I mean, he has access to Earth C5 the entire time. The previous comp that he was playing was questionable, but the fact that he was willing to bring that out before bringing out the Earth C5 means that he is not afraid to do what he pleases, and that is something that pretty much birthed most of the people in the top brackets. That's what made Claudius look so good, because he wasn't afraid of bringing out these really weird builds that suddenly shapes out the meta, you know?
Absolutely. That is correct. And well done. Just well done. That was a lot of fun to watch. And Blade King, we will see you soon. I'm very sure. I have a strong feeling this is not your final rodeo. So congratulations on making the top 16. And Potestaten, congratulations for making the top 4. So Blade King, the top 8. My bad. So you made top 8. Potestaten is now in the monthly final. Congratulations on
Let's go.
Making big moves, and still with some games to go today. We still have 2 more quarter final matches to go. Oh, I'm excited. I am excited.
Right.
But first, we're going to go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want me some logic, dude. Where are you at?
I mean, Logic's going to be, I'd like to see that one last, but it's all good either way. You know, it's whatever the production team has in store. So we're going to go to our planned 2-minute break. Sorry, the last one was just, that was on me. Excuse me. And we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with our final 2 quarterfinal matches, and then we'll move on to the semis.
All right, let's go. Non-stop delivery.
Delivery! Whoop whoop in the boop boop. We're back for some more action. What is good, everybody? How you feeling, Biku? You having a good time?
I'm having a good time, dude, and I hope all 40 of our viewers are having a great time as well. Just waiting for the action to get started. So, I spent my break drinking some water because honestly, this show is hot fuego, my friend.
All right, this is what we came for. This is what we live for. This is the action-packed Sunday fun day, baby. Well, it might only be Saturday for some of you, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Details. We are going to get right into it. Let's see who's going to be our next match. Toby against Sharpie, and Sharpie beat Gap. So this is gonna be interesting because Toby is a very strong player, been up there top 10 on the leaderboard, and Sharpie beat the number 2 player on the leaderboard. So we got some big hitters in the house.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Sharpie, I have not seen Sharpie at all, but I have seen Toby. He held first place and in the leaderboard for quite a while. So is Sharpie another one of them David versus Goliath type of deal, or he's also a God Slayer? What do you think? Have you seen him around?
I mean, I have not quite yet. This is the other division, right? So I don't really see them on the different time zones. But beating Gap is tough. So I've seen Rollo play Gap a couple times. I've seen Rollo play Toby many times. And they're always very tough games. So if you're able to beat these competitors, you are the creme de la creme. So I'm excited to see what they're going to bring out and what is going to happen in this next best of 3. Let's hop right in.
All right. Turning faces, turning heads, and of course, opportunities, dude. Because is a lot of tournaments, and there's so many things that is coming this off season. So showing off here at E4E could potentially, land you in a good guild, in a good team. So yeah.
Sharpie's from Bood.
I want to see Sharpie. I want to see what Sharpie has.
I'm excited. A Bood Army representative in the top 8, trying to make it into the monthly finals. This would be huge for a scholar to come in and knock out a top 10 player from HGG. This match means something. Toby coming out with the juke right off the bat. Loving it. Good job. But that was a nice cancel by Sharpie on the headshot.
Okay, so you're saying, so Sharpie is part of the Bood Army. Okay, so that's interesting. So you already know. So it's the Bood Army, under the wings of 1437 himself. He has a lot to bring to the table. Okay, going 1v1 with this warrior here, locks in the headshot into the tailwind. Will it connect? And it will as well. That's a lot of damage out of nowhere. AC5 being flushed out, but will the return give him any value? No, nothing. Half health already on the side of Toby. Is that Toby? Yes, it's Toby.
Yeah, Toby's green. Yeah, so Toby is green, and we see him trying to line up the slam, and here it comes. No, maybe, yes, he got the damage. It didn't jump, but that happens sometimes. And an EC5 comes out. Okay, very interesting.
EC5 with the AC5 as well. So both of these, that's a Creative Ground and the Gustman Unbound. Really, really awesome combo on both.
I hate it. I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
I hate it.
What's wrong with
when I play against it, I don't know how to beat it. It's so hard. Because they just they kill all my apostles, they're always at full life, and then I gotta deal with this stupid AC5 late game, and I just die every single time. I hate it. And that's... Okay, what do you think?
I'm just scared of the AC5 more, because honestly, there's so many angles that I could take that, and most of the mistakes that I would make is what is the reason why I die. I mean, C5, sure, he takes out most of my apostles, but that just gives me consistency off of my avatar,
I mean, but here we've got Toby playing really well right now. He's in a great spot, still sitting above half health. On the other side, it's getting a little bit low.
Yeah, getting a little bit low.
Sharpie's got to move.
Oh my god, okay, here it comes. So AC5, even if driven into a corner with that much health, As long as he has the mana, he can maybe pull out a Rallo cosplay here and then use an AC5 to just win it all out of nowhere in
But
the
look at
end.
how
He does
close
have
it
most of his
is.
apostles available to him. Here's the first AC5. Here's the Earth C5 to boot. Can this protect him long enough to end the game?
Oh my god, this is so close. Both players are so low. They're zipping, they're zapping, they're auto-attacking, and Sharpie takes the first match! Insanity, who is this guy?
That's what I'm saying, man. You can't
Who is this man?
Who is this guy, dude? Okay. Like I said, dude,
Oh boy.
I'm convinced.
I hate to say it.
It's Rallo's also count. It's Rallo's
But this
count.
guy's real. This guy's really good. If you beat Gap and you're coming in and you take game 1 off of Toby with that fashion, okay, baby, we have a match on our hands. I did not expect it to be like this. Toby down 1-0 against Sharpie, the new up-and-comer. Oh, baby, who's going to be able to do this? Are we going to see a rubber match, or are we going to see Sharpie take this first set? Headshots are rearing up.
Not gonna
Pow!
lie, it's the first
2300.
we've seen of Sharpie, but definitely it's not gonna be the last. Okay, so Toby's charging up that welcome to the slam. Is it gonna be a good welcoming for him? He's already, oh my god, he's taking so much damage already at a quarter health. AC5 pops out, welcome to the slam, being hovered. Hopefully it gets a hit onto Sharpie, but no, he dashes right out of there. The baby cage to entrap him also has another welcome to the slam in his hand. So he's looking to burst him down really early. So I like how Toby plays this. So even though an Earth C5 is a late game play, he has the apostles to allow him to make these early moves and try to kill him early as well.
Yeah, and both players playing very, very smart, moving around the map, trying to knock in a little poke, a little knock up, a little auto attack here and there, trying not to get slammed, but a big slam right there from Sharpie. Holy goodness. This is very close. Both players at about, half HP, a little bit above, and that's going to be a cancel for Sharpie.
Earth C5 gets canceled once again. He's not going to be able to heal back up. Here's the follow-up. Here's the flurry of knives. And now the return is going to be massive because it's literally an execute. The Earth C5 at the desperation, but gets killed anyway. Wow. Who is this man?
Who is this man?
Oh my gosh, dude. The Bood Army is taking over esports for everyone. And in the most exciting fashion ever. Sharpie takes game 1 off of Toby of all people. Now we've got a match in our hands already in the quarters.
Wow. So Sharpie is a savage. What the hell is going on? This man is real because Toby is such a strong player. I am completely shocked right now. I did not expect this.
That's true, and we know it. We know Toby. We know he's great. We know he's really good at the game. But to just suddenly find some random dude that I've never heard of, named after a pen, so he's just making stuff happen, dude.
Hey, but I mean, that is the beauty of these new games with this high skill cap, right? We're gonna have, I literally talked about this yesterday. 1437 and Rollo in 6 months, they may not be in the top 10 anymore. It's very possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying it's very possible because when you bring in all the 15 to 22-year-olds, you give them a good planet and you teach them how to play these games. They don't have families. They don't have children. They don't have responsibilities. It's true. They have time and they don't have to worry about life drama, really. They just are like, all right, I play video game. I make many money. Play video game. I'm very good at video game. I win video game all day long. And it's like, all right, bro. Cool. You're 12. What the hell? Right? It's just the way it's the way every esport goes, and we're seeing it. I don't know how old Sharpie is, but it's that new, fresh talent, and we're gonna see a lot of it.
Oh, dude, I remember when I was 16 and had no responsibilities in life. I peaked around Diamond 2, so.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, Binz actually brings up a good point. Are we talking about the Indes of Aperon here?
Kind of, potentially, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Sharpie is actually 12, and Sharpie it's his favorite pen. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
And how the hell do you not even get Sharpie? Like, how is it Sharpie 1? There's another Sharpie?
I'm sorry. Maybe, hey, dude, maybe his alt account Sharpie 2. Who
I'm
knows?
confuddled.
Who knows? It's full of alts.
But we're going into
right now,
set 2.
Yep.
Wait, what happened? Is he? Oh, I thought he lagged out. He was just standing still. Maybe that was mind games.
No, he was hovering. He was hovering the follow-up, but in hesitation, Toby did not cast it. So really good trigger discipline out of Toby here. The early aggression out of Sharpie gets mitigated, but he has to switcheroo right away. So he's getting value out of this Earth C5. Does still have a copy in hand, and also still has the Welcome to the Slams in hand as well. So there's a lot of tools right now that prevented Sharpie from making these early aggressions happen, and it doesn't seem like an early kill, but who knows? Anything can happen still.
Hey, that is exactly how we like it. It can go either way. You never know what's going to happen until it happens. But here we go. Sharpie starting to bring in some aggression. Oh, big baboomshka right there. That was really, really painful. And Toby returning fire a bit, but big damage right there. And Toby wants to use his slam, but he's not able to because it's on the other side of the map.
Yeah, so he was actually going right in front of Sharpie right there. Not afraid of taking any frontal damage, not afraid of the AC5 because he had his Guardian with him, hovering that Castle Guard as well. Has the Earth C5 down, and it looks like I think that's 2 Apostles left on the side of Toby. The AC5 pops out just to kill off the Apostles. And at the same time, Toby's doing the same thing. So both of them are just taking each Apostles out, but there's more.
Nice stun right there.
Yep.
Needed that. Toby needed that. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry, but like, there's more benefit for Sharpie to have less Apostles than Toby.
Yeah, but right now, Toby has adjusted. He's putting in the work. He's putting in a lot of damage, puts up the Castle Guard, and hits him with another auto. Toby's like, nah, I ain't getting swept. I'm ready, baby. I'm a big boy, and I'm putting on my big boy pants. So Toby is up 1-0 in this set, and Sharpie is up 1-0 in sets. Let's see if Toby can take this to a rubber match, or a rubber set.
All right. Well, we always love a rubber match, man. We always love a back and forth. It's not as exciting as a clean sweep. Maybe if it's a clean sweep out of Sharpie, sure. But if it's Toby, I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's expected. But this is what makes this so exciting, is that talent just pops out of nowhere. Especially if they're coming out of like the MOBA games that we know and love.
Yeah, seeing some nice small adjustments here. Toby this time waiting with the headshot until the slam came. As soon as the slam came, he did the headshot. So it seems like Toby is adjusting very well, seems fairly comfortable right now, and, you know, is just taking his time right now, setting it all up, using his EC5s really, really conservatively so he doesn't do too much apostle damage early on.
Yep, so he's dialed in, he's locked in. He knows that there is things that could cancel him if he uses that Earth C5
Big
nowhere.
slam.
Oh my god, the early aggression from Sharpie is being punished right here, right now.
Nice cancel, though.
Very nice cancel indeed.
Both players making big moves here. Both players are making it hard for the opponent. Right there, look at nice knockup by Sharpie, but Toby dropping the baby cage to protect himself. So both players being very, very proactive here and really trying to catch the other player off guard at a moment's notice.
That's true. And then looking at what Toby has in hand, he has the Castle Guard, casts it, and is not afraid of the AC5 right here, right now. So he just needs to wait for another one, and he can literally go toe-to-toe with Sharpie when it comes to early aggression. He does not have the Castle Guard, but he does have the EC5 in the zone. My domain, this is my domain, this is my no-no square, you're not allowed in here. And follow-up finds him, but does not have a follow-up after that.
And you see Toby really dancing in the EC5s, zoning the best that he can, but this one is going to do a lot of damage and get Toby some healing back. But great job by Sharpie, really dealing damage the entire time. It's very close again. Each one of these games, that actually did more damage than I thought it was going to. Castle Guard coming in, but it was all too late. Toby's flustered right now, and he's going down. He's won. He's knocked. And Sharpie, oh baby, Sharpie is trying to end this quickly.
Man, Look at that! Look at that battle of the tailwinds at the very end. They were just trying to get away. The AC5, the aggression coming from Sharpie, it literally reminds you of those early AC5 plays. So if he's not gonna get him in the early game, and Toby has been playing the early game quite well. He was not getting canceled. He was getting his C5s off. But come the zone and being forced to be close to Sharpie is really what's getting him right now.
And I love it. Like Sharpie's mixing up his play too, switching it up, doing different things each time. I'm just watching. I like watching openers, like the first 15 seconds, because it's always the same, right? Like basically, and you see players make completely different decisions just to throw their opponent off, and it's beautiful to see.
Well, it's beautiful to see how some people can just adjust mid game, because Toby is already locked in. The early and mid game is his for the taking. He's in full complete control, especially with the castle guard. Look at that follow up. That follow up with no follow up whatsoever, but just uses that welcome to the slam to take out one of the squishies instead. So we are seeing Toby getting pressured a little bit here now. So he is the one with the C5, but not having any damage to heal with. Kind of messes it up. Oh, the fall up too. Shit.
Big fall up cancel right there. This is not looking good for Toby. Sharpie is playing this extremely, extremely well. Oh, baby, it is looking like Toby is about to fall. Sharpie's on point. Here's the returns. It is match point, and that is it.
Toby is out.
Damn, Sharpie's a beast.
Way, dude. Who is this man?
Sharpie is a beast. Well played. I'm impressed. A little bit sad for Toby, but I love to see the growth in the game. That is what we're here for. That is how it's gotta be. New names, making it to the top, and congratulations to Sharpie making the monthly finals. Let go.
Let go, dude. Making the monthly finals out of nowhere, being a nobody to somebody in just one tournament. Now, that is the E4E way, my friends. So why aren't you signing up, coming in here, and just screwing around with the top players, showing them, hey, I used to play MOBA. Bonk. Dude. I'm
right? So, exactly.
This is what I live for, dude.
If you're a League of Legends player, if you're a Dota player, like, give it a try. Try this game. It's really fun, and it has a lot of solo mid lane vibes, right? To it. And it's just that solo lane. There's no gankers coming. There's nobody else is coming. It's just you and him and your apostles, and you just dance, baby, dance.
Oh, all right. Okay. So Sharpie speaks Spanish. All right. Vamos, Sharpie, vamos.
Vamos, Sharpie! Congratulations. Dota player and got hooked to this game the moment I played it. Damn, RVN, what is good? We saw RVN last night. How you doing, brother? I'm sure we will see you again as well. He's over here in the C region. So, Biku, we got one more quarterfinals left, and this one is gonna be naughty, nasty, and gnarly. Nailith and Logic.
All right. Finally, some logic in the morning, dude. I'd love to see what he brings to the table. He's a waterbender now, by the way. So previously, he used to be an airbender, waterbender during the Nova tournament. So what is he gonna do here right now? And Nailith, I haven't seen Nailith at all. So I'm also excited to see, is he gonna be another Sharpie? Well, let's find out.
I mean, imagine if he wins, then it would be Nailith versus Sharpie next. And if not, it's Logic versus Sharpie. Either one, I'm very excited to watch, because these are some big names with big game. So yeah, Logic is the favorite for sure, but Nailith has been doing big things. So let's see if he can bring out the smish smush smash and take down Logic, or if Logic is going to defend his, favorite, being the favorite, and bring it to the top 4.
All right. He is the influencer that's just been turning heads, and then out of nowhere, of course, rightfully so. So he's saying in the chat, okay, so start with air, then water, then earth, then fire last. We get it. You're the Filipino avatar in a long, far away land. We get it. You're gonna save the world from whatever it is.
Dumroy, absolutely. So let's jump right in. AFGG versus Meditate. It is game time, baby. I'm excited for this one. I'm really excited for this one. Smish Smush Smash against the Waterbender.
I'm curious. So Meditate and Boot Army is not this. It's not the same, right? They don't represent the same thing.
Boot Army is their scholarship. Is their like not the pro team. We're doing it the same way. So HGG is the pro team, and the Rising Stars are the scholarship / second team.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. Okay, so
Too many boots here.
Logic with the Delta there, and of course, I'm sorry, what planet is that? With the mask, I can't really tell. Oh,
exactly. Ha! Do we have Nailith's POV? He's playing WC6. No, not AC6. Sorry, AC6. And Smush Smash. So they call him Mr. Smush Smash.
Mr. Smush Smash. Well, AC6. I played AC6 up the ladder. I played it to get to top 85. So I want to see some AC5 here. So upsets can happen with Air C6 actually, with Call the End Storm. And it's actually one of the OG moves. That was one of the first moves that you could play during when PvP wasn't even out yet. So I'm excited to see how players nowadays in the top level use it.
And I mean, every time you bring down a storm, one apostle basically dies. It's kind of funny. It's quite damaging and quite wild. But Logic right now in a very strong position, full health. Nailith is at half health. So right now, Nailith needs to be careful because Logic is doing damage and staying aggressive.
Okay, so I'm just seeing some questionable moves here coming out of Nailith. So focusing more on the apostles instead. I saw him use two Air C. Oh, he just dies. I saw him use two Air C6s, actually 3 right now, on just apostles alone. You need to be hitting Logic somewhere, dude.
Yeah, that was interesting. I wonder what the tactic was going into that.
Because if you do have some of your apostles still alive, you may want to get some RC6s on top of Logic. Because if he's at full health, you're gonna have a hard time trying to burst him down in the end, or even applying some pressure. And oh my goodness,
there we go.
A direct hit. The B Formless is melting Logic. There we go. We're turning heads right now, just as we were talking about it. Now Logic is at half.
Nailith was just chilling. Nailith was just getting his zone on, right? He was just focusing up right there. And he was like, all right, how does he play? I'm going to focus on him and I'm going to counter him. And he did it. Because when you play Cold Water, you can drop it right on their head and there's nothing they can do.
That's true. So like when we saw the damage come down and the B Formless was also coming down as well, here comes the what?
Here comes the water. Bubbles. Yeah, right. I hate bubbles. They're really annoying, but they're also fairly easy to counter if you're ready for it.
That's true. Pretty much when you're dodging it, you just need to act like. Wait, was that?
Oh, canceled. Yeah, he just got Pizza Cutters canceled by the mage. Wow, what a play by Logic.
Okay, so as a desperation uses another one, the Air C5 does just get him right then and there. And Logic just showing why he's the avatar with that Air C5 right there.
What happened to the Waterbender? He's using all the air stuff still. That's not a Waterbender. Come on, that's like a half Waterbender.
I mean, he was casting an ocean right in the first game though, so I guess it's still a Waterbender. I mean, we're all avatars here, dude.
We're all avatars, man. Everyone's got some percentages in most things, man.
Yeah,
except for those pure guys, man. Those pure guys are all pure, man.
Yeah, man. There's nothing cool about being good at one thing. Jack of all trades is a master of everything.
Yeah, man. All right, so Nailith got kind of smushed in set 1, so we're gonna go right into set 2. And I know he's a very strong player, but Logic has been one of the best tournament players in the game to date. So this is tough, regardless, for Nailith. But I at least want to see him take a set and show the world some more of his smush abilities.
Yep. All right. So match point in this best of three. So who's gonna move forward to the top four with a spot at the end of the month final? So Logic is right now in a really good position with the um pretty much in how the game turned out in the previous matches. We can see that Nail It isn't really performing too well,
Cold
but maybe he can
Water?
turn heads
Oh, it
here.
did not. Okay. Yeah, cold. I thought it got canceled, but it just shows that Logic is adjusting. He's even hitting these mage stuns almost every time on a Naileth. But Naileth gets some really good healing there. Gets off a nice end storm, actually doing some awesome damage to multiple apostles. Switching up his gameplay here a little bit. Not hitting with any pizza cutters, though.
Not hitting with any of the pizza cutters. He did bring in a priest, so the priest needs to get taken down first. And here it comes, another call, the end storm. He's just end storm after end storm after end storm. But I want to see it on top of Logic. You should end his storm, or else he will kill you right then and there. Oh, pizza cutter gets canceled into the Air C5 there. Is the return gonna find him? No, not quite yet, but he follows it up with a water C4.
And another stun, and then another one coming. Oh, he misses the mage shot. Damn, 1800 damage. Pretty insane. Water C4 coming down, and it just looks like Logic is playing so comfortably, hanging out. Nailith trying to use the trap to protect himself, but it just doesn't look like it's gonna matter. Logic coming in to try to set off the trap, isn't able to, has his apostle do it instead, and now Logic is going in to finish it.
Now the Air C5 is coming in with that tailwind dash, has two returns coming in, a third one to boot, another one gets the root, and schmuck. I thought the auto was gonna kill him, but there it is. Boom.
That was clean. Clean play by Logic right there, for sure. Can't hate on the man. He played that absolutely marvelously. So well done, Logic. He needs one more game, and he's going to knock Nailith out of this tournament and move into the top four, which will qualify him for the monthly final.
That's true. Very questionable moves coming out of Nailith, but I see the vision. I mean, we saw him get a really clean hit with that centered call the end storm in that second game that he had. Needs to make that happen once again. The bubble blasting doesn't find Logic as he just hides right behind his gets the knock up on there. The switcheroo saves his life. And oh my goodness, that was
we need more of that though
for Logic. He almost got ended there, dude.
Needs more of that from Nailith. Needs to keep the pressure on. Finally got the combo, but was not able to capitalize. Nice movement by Nailith there. Doing well overall in this first game, and that miss wasn't his fault earlier. That was because Logic had the switcheroo in hand and played it perfectly.
Yeah, definitely so. Okay, so the bubble blasting coming out raises that one apostle instead of Logic himself, and Logic is just playing with his food at this point, dude. Gets that air C6 just to get a little bit of healing. The danger disc is going to find him, I believe. Okay, and then here comes the pizza cutters into the apostle. So taking care of his apostles is not actually a good idea against Logic. I'm not sure if he knows this, but Logic actually wants you to kill off his apostle, so he has more consistency with the Air C5, given that the most of the pressure is on the side of Nailith right now.
All the pressure is on the side of Nailith right now. He needs this game. He needs to win 2 sets, and he's already on the back foot again. Feathers everywhere. Feathers out. Feathers in. Feathers for the frickin' win. Logic with the clean sweep. Gonna move on to the top 4.
I'm moving on to the top 4. I guess you could say Logic nailed it.
He nailed it.
Oh my god.
You're funny, bro. I like that. That was good.
Thank you. That's why you hire me. So
that's exactly. Logic coming out, doing the tingy, playing very clean. Oh boy. Excuse me. And Nailith, hey, great job making it to the top 8. I know we're gonna be seeing you again. Well done in the season. And
well done.
Whew, Biku, that's our first 4 games out, and those were pretty sick.
Pretty sick. And now the semis is going to be just as exciting because there's still a lot of prizes to be made. Even though you got top 4, even though you qualify, you still don't want to give up because the glory, the gold, everything matters right here. E4E, man, just making shit happen.
Okay. Well, you know, everyone's out here. We all grinding. Now we got top 4. These are the big end bosses, basically. And we're gonna be able to see, who's gonna shine, who's gonna go to the finals, who's gonna secure the higher seeds and the higher money prizes of today's matches. So these are all money matches. And then, of course, the finals is gonna be like 2,000 prize pool per region. So that is what you want to be a part of. They've done it, and today they get to sharpen their blades, test their skills, and get a little bit more tournament experience. So before we get into the semis, we're gonna take a little break, and we're gonna be right back.
See ya.
Pew 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 pew. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. E4E A New Dawn. Biku, we got our semi-finalists.
All right. And as expected, semis, we've got Logic, the favorite to win it all. And of course, we also have Karim and Potostatin and Sharpie. And Oh my god, Sharpie versus Logic, y'all. All right, so it's Attack of the Titan, and Sharpie is looking like the Eren Yeager of this tournament. Karen Pontus Titan, both really good players. They got their own thing going on here, but I'm interested in the upcoming talent here, Sharpie as well. What do you make of this?
Man, this is crazy. I'm a little sad. Ape GG today did not make it into the top 4, but they lost to some very, very impressive opponents. And now we're here with the big dogs. Krim made it this week. He wasn't quite able to in the last qualifier. Potestaten coming out of nowhere in my book and just boom right into the top 4. But yeah, Sharpie. Can Sharpie beat Logic? I've seen a lot of promising skills. I'm excited to see. I think we'll probably do the Krim match first since they've been off stream for quite some time. Yep, we're going to do Krim versus Potestaten first. So it is game time. Ladies and gentlemen, what is good, God Dog? Star-Lord in the house. How are y'all doing today? Happy Sunday. It is game time. We ready, baby.
All right, we are ready, boyos. Let's freaking do this. Krim versus Potestaten, but I'm seeing Krim more and more these matches, but I think I'm just biased because I could say his name a lot easier. So, but I do know that they're both very skillful players.
Pots. We'll call him Pots. It's nice. That does work. I like that. Or Pote. Pody! Or Pody!
It's kind of too close to that word if you change the E to an A. So I might slip up. So Pots may be it. Because all these real top players. Like if you hear Faker, dude, it's so easy. It just slides off the mouth. Faker, Krim, come on.
Potestaten.
Potestaten. It's so hard to cast his name. Potestaten with. I can't even decide on
it's 4 syllables. It's 4 syllables. But hey, these are teammates. So SL is gonna, be represented in the top 8 monthly final by multiple players. And today they're also gonna be represented in the finals of this tournament. So this is what we're talking about. Let's see which one of these players is gonna move on to the grand finals. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It is a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. And the finals will be a best of 5. Okay, so we see here, I don't know who we see it, but they're stacking the right side. Potts is stacking the right side, while Krim is going with more of a standard split.
God dang. All right, let's freaking do this. So Krim, both are SL, so basically they're fighting for his jobs here. One guy gets fired, and oh my goodness, speaking of fire, Potestaten already taken at half health, gets the follow-up out, has that Earth C5, but is he going to get canceled? No, it's not. It's going to allow him to get it down.
Oof. The first one, though, did, and that was painful. That is not how you want to start the game. But he is able to get some return damage onto Krim here. So both players kind of, throwing a blow, backing up, healing up a little bit. Throwing out some feathers, zip-zap to protect, going into the safe zone, hoping that he can catch Krim. Krim's trying to pop the trap. He does. Both players are playing really clean right now. I'm loving it. And he's trying to get a slam out. But, oh, boom, a nice slam right there.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here's the follow-up. Here's the slam. And oh my gosh, Potestaten already taken at half health once again. Needs to heal right back up. Earth C5 already in the queue, but hopefully he doesn't get bursted down just yet. Here it comes. It's down, but does it get canceled? It does not. Gets Card Shark into a copy. And he's just chilling, dude. He's just chilling.
That was sick. That was really, really well played right there by Potts. Put himself back into a pretty decent position with some great positioning, and both players are really killing it right now. This is a sick game to watch, very fast, and you're seeing when Potts gets knocked up, he's instantly playing a zip-zap whenever he can, putting up a shield because he knows the feathers are coming, he knows the onslaught is coming, but he's returning fire every time. Krim is getting really low. Both players are getting really low. One full feathers will end the game. Krim's one shot. What's going to happen? Can he stay alive? He backs off, and he's going to have one more chance at this.
Oh my god, so the Zip-Zap Orb is just coming in. He's trying to end this game, but he can't seem to do it. But he just gets it anyway.
Pew pew!
Crazy.
Sniper! That was pretty sick because I saw him place the headshot and then dash in with the zip zaps, and I was like, I think this is it. And the head landed on the floor with a big old hole through it.
The freaking rogue dude just gets him right then and there. So a lot of a lot of things could have happened there for both sides. And look at how nicely their avatars are designed too. They have these twirl thingies in their heads.
I love it.
that.
Yep, I absolutely love it. And no headshot this time from Potts. Potts is making it so much easier, bro. That was the best decision we ever made. And now we're going into game 2 here in set 1, and EC5's all over. Potts using it to dance around, using it to hide in, and doing a great job getting some little return fire there, and not allowing K-Rim to really get any full value off of his feathers. But both players back at full health, just trading apostles right now. But, we got Potts cornering K-Rim again.
Well, that's pretty much how you want to see it happen. You always want Potstatin to be trying to find these tiny little angles, trying to corner him right there. But K-Rim is just playing defensively so nicely here. So this shield bonk is being hovered, but doesn't really find anything or cancel anything. So they're just going to be
all the knockups are getting missed. All knockups being missed right now. Great movement there from Potts, getting out of the way of the zip zaps to make sure that the EC5 gets off. But nice feathers from K-Rim striking right back and getting the knockup. That's going to be a decent return.
So from Potstatin, so there's a lot of pressure, especially in the early game, because we've seen him play this before. All he needs to do is just wait for the late game, and then for the early game, he needs to rely on his apostles. But with his apostles almost dead as well, he's now running away from whatever K-Rim has in store. Has all the mana, has all the AC5s in hand, and here it comes. The Zip Zap Orb battle has begun, but the Air C5 has not been unleashed by K-Rim just yet. He's taking way too much damage from the apostles.
Way too much.
He's taking extremely very low. Already the Zip Zap Orb is going to be used there. Tailwind dashes into the Zip Zap Orb, but then he get away. Here's the AC5 out of pure desperation. Can the return actually make something happen? But no, he does
need
not
some healing
there. He needs healing,
but
he didn't bring any. Where's your pots?
Yeah, where is your Potts, brother? But he's still hanging in there. It's not over yet. He's actually healed up a little bit, so he will get a chance to do a little bit of feather damage. No, he will not. He drops in Potts.
Sweep.
Taking
clean sweep out of Potts. My gosh.
That was insane.
It was insane.
What is?
Oh my gosh. Just dominating that with an Earth C5. You'd think the early game belongs to K-Rim, but Potstatin just played that so well.
Bro, these names that I didn't know are all winning today. I love it. I love to see it. It's just showing diversity, and I love to see diversity. I was a little worried that when you take out the 4 best in each region, that maybe the level drops, but it has not dropped. It has become so competitive with these new names having a chance and pushing the older, top players to their limits.
And that's what you want to see. You want the limit to be kept pushing, dude. We don't want to stay in a certain meta for so long. Yeah, sure, the nerfs and buffs comes in, but how far does that go if the players are just the ones that is just shaping it all up with their skill, with their abilities that they bring to the table, man?
Hey, man, and this is the place to show it. E4E A New Dawn. Thank you, guys. It's been so much fun, and we are going to go straight into set number 2. Can K-Rim bring it back? Can K-Rim show the world that he's not going down without a fight? I think so, but Potts has been playing very, very well today.
All right, let's go Potts. Whose POV are we looking at right now? We're looking at K-Rim's or Potts?
I think we're looking at Potts still. Because he was stacking. He was doing the NFL, goal line stance lineup.
All right. Okay, so Potts POV once again has the Earth C5 on the first stack of his hand. So tell me though, so why call it a new dawn? I want to know more, like why certain things are named. We never really, I never got into that. Maybe you explained it before.
No, actually I haven't. We actually, for our system, our solar system, the name we came up with is the Latin name for a new dawn. And so we decided, hey, why don't we name the tournament series that and start a little bit of storyline, start a little bit of lore, and see who the champion is of A New Dawn.
All
And
right.
maybe, that'll come into play later. But right now, let's stay in the game. And this is going to the wire right off the bat. Both players
Ooh.
dealing massive damage. Karam has decided, I'm not waiting. I'm going to hit you in the mouth right now. But now he's going to have to cancel the EC5, which he's trying to do. But at the same time, we see Potts being very, very patient. He gets it off, and that's going to get him a lot of healing.
Definitely gonna get him a lot of healing. Now is the time for Karen to maybe sit back and find some mana before he goes
Wait,
again for some aggression,
no.
because he doesn't have
Karam
apostles
moved.
anymore, so he needs to build up any hand that he can get just to kill him off right here, because the early game and mid game has been Potestatin for the past games already.
Yeah, Karam actually moved all of his apostles out of that EC5, and there was no healing for Karam. Potts moved him out. So Karam is still sitting at the same amount of health, doing okay, but he needs a return here. Oh, the castle guard is up. Nice block from Potts. And, this is looking like Potts is slightly in control.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's still in control right here, but the moment that the zone closes in, they're both forced into each other. Karam is looking like somewhat of a threat right now. And look at that range on that root trap slide, deterring him from even coming any closer. He may have the abilities right now. They both have the zip zap orbs down, so that's gonna be preventing Potestatin from healing right back up. But he doesn't have any more apostles to heal off of, so it is now him versus Karam and Karam's combos. So the tailwind is gonna be massive. Tailwind's right off right away, and oh my god, the root trap slide prevents him from making something happen, and it looks like another match for our boy Potts here. Whoa. Okay.
Wow, and it's so close. It's not over yet. There may be one chance, but yeah, wow. Yep. Karam is not finding the solution. Potts keeps on adjusting.
He keeps on adjusting. He keeps finding it. But I would say that I think Karam was getting a bit too impatient in that last part there. Maybe he could have built up some more mana before that final.
Hold on, Biku. Big shout out, Frank coming in with the 6th month. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. That's what's up.
Oh my god.
What a way to start the day.
Frank in the chat. What is up, Frank? By the way, happy Mother's Day to Mama Keeper. Happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. I gotta. Oh, bro, I would have forgot. Starting the day, so much Aperon going on. Mama's Day. Gotta say hi to the mama and maybe take her out and do a tingy. But first, we gotta do the Aperon tingy because, priorities. This was in the calendar already.
Not gonna lie, when you say do the thingy in that context, I'm kind of sus. But let's get some Aperon in this in this biz.
Happy Mother's Day. Quit playing games. Yeah, D-gens. Yeah, we are D-gens. So, but okay, nice start for Karam here. Doing some early damage. Potts does still have the EC5, so Karam's going to have to really focus on stopping the EC5s. If he can do that, then Karam's in an amazing spot. If not, then it's going to even up quite quickly again. He tried. He did try. So dumping all of the jumps right on top of Karam just to deter him from bursting him down really early on. There's 2 ERC5s in the field right now, making him back to full health. Only 1 apostle left on the side of Karam. So if he does make early aggression happen here, there's no way for Potestatin to heal right back up. But oh my gosh, there's so much damage coming out of this warrior, and it makes it look like Potestatin is the aggro person here, even though he has the AC5. Wow, that was just disgusting. Potts is on fire. Potts is dropping the damage. He's got everything is ready. Ooh. Potts is on fire, baby. This is insane. And Potts is going to the final. That was absolutely nutty. That wasn't even close, that last game.
Not gonna lie. Wow. So, both from the same clan, both from the same guild, but it looks like the top dog is Potts in this tournament. They both qualify for the final tournament of A New Dawn, but Potestatin in the just most stylish fashion ever, just dominating against that RC5. And it was RC5 too, dude. So you don't see that. But with those warriors, he utilized the apostles to make up for that really slow early game.
You know, and if Potts ends up playing against Logic, I'm excited to see, because Potts seems to be able to deal with the AC5. He seems to have it figured out. So, whew,
For sure. But what would make this
well
more
played
exciting?
to Karam, though.
Yeah.
Well played to Karam, though. Good job, dude. That was tough. You played your heart out. You battled really, really hard. All those games were close. They were all down to the wire. Potts just figured it out. And, you know, teammates, Team Fire, congratulations to our first finalist.
Congratulations. All right, now let's get some action in here with Logic, the crowd favorite, and of course, our boy Sharpie, the underdog.
I went to sleep and Chief was streaming. I wake up and Chief is streaming. Yeah, bro, it's been a grind. And this week, there's 5 more Aperon tournaments. So be ready, ladies and gentlemen. The action doesn't stop. We are hitting it hard. We are grinding. We are absolutely crushing, and I'm loving it. This game has been so much fun. Trying to get top 200 next season. We shall see. But, you know, we got one more semifinal, Biku, and this is going to be sick. Sharpie and Logic.
All right, best of 3 into a best of 5. Oh, and by the way, let's not forget, guys. So, before we start our next match, let's all just take a moment to thank the people behind the logo in the lower left side of the screen, Loot Rush, for making this happen. Thank you, our sponsor, Loot Rush, for making this all possible. What is Loot Rush, by the way? If you want access to the top tier equipment, NFTs, or anything for your game, Loot Rush is the place to be. They let you rent out top tier equipment, NFTs, and everything to dominate the leaderboard, and you don't even have to break the bank because it's just rentals. Come on, you're paying a rental fee and you're making the big bucks from the tournament. So thank you once again, Loot Rush.
There it is. Thank you guys for helping us with this tournament. Also, big shout out to Aperon for working with us and helping us get all of this stuff running. And I'm excited to do the Zenith tournament next week. So next week during the week, Zenith tournament for each region. So there's going to be the South America, there's going to be the North America, Europe, and then there's going to be the Southeast Asia. 3 different tournaments for the top 8 players from each region from the last leaderboard. So that's during the week. And then on the weekend, we're going to be doing the top 8 for the A New Dawn, the end of the first cycle. And it's going to be the top 4 from this week's top 16 and the top 4 from the last top 16, and they are going to play in an 8-player double elimination next weekend.
All right. So non-stop tournament. So we had the leaderboard for quite a long time. It got extended. The action doesn't stop there. We've got tournament after tournament, and if you think you have what it takes, the place to be is E4E. The place to be is Aperon. So bring in your skills, bring in whatever stank you got from your gaming experience, and just get your head in.
Hey, and that will do. That will work. I see Rollo and Claudius sitting in a call, probably watching the stream, talking about breeds, talking about strategy. Ghosted in chat saying, I need my training so I can join Logic and Chief in the top. Get into HGG right now. Ghost and hit up the boys. Maybe they'll give you a little session while you watch us on the second stream. But now to our final semis, Sharpie versus Logic. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be crazy.
All right. It's a David versus Goliath, but will this triumph? Will Sharpie show the world who the hell he is, or will Logic just put him down in his place? Where's the match? I'm excited.
I don't know, man.
I'm ready.
I don't think it's going to be a clean sweep. I think Sharpie is real. I think he is a top player, but Logic's definitely the favorite here. If Sharpie wins this, he's going to go into the monthly finals, like letting people know, like, bro, I'm here. I'm here, and I'm here to do the tingy.
I'm here. I'm a threat. Who's Toby? Who's Gaps?
Right? He already beat 2 top 10 players. So there's no reason he can't beat Logic. Because I think Logic was... Gap was top 10 and Toby was top 10, right?
Yeah, they ended it there. But and also they were both first place for a certain period on the leaderboard. So seeing him just beat these two is eye catching.
Yeah, I mean, my eyes are caught. I am caught. And now it's game time, and this is a tournament, so it all comes down to who delivers on the day. Why was Michael Jordan arguably the best player of all time? Because when it mattered most, he made it happen. And I was a Kobe fan, right? I'm just saying the facts stand. If you get to the biggest moment and you make the biggest things happen and you're consistent and you win, that's greatness, straight up. So here we go. Game 1. We're seeing knockups. We're seeing feathers. And right off the bat, Logic is taking a lot of damage.
That's crazy, dude. He made it so that the early game was gonna be his. He casted a lot of cancellations, but it did not stop Sharpie at all. So he still rushes in, trying to get some damage in, learning the opponent's moves. Because I know Logic, he's a guy that locks in, that finds out how his opponent plays first. Sometimes he loses the first round, but he figures it out either way. Okay, so another clash that looks like to be happening. They're now touching shoulders, but they're just gonna be walking away, just focusing on their apostles first.
Absolutely, taking turns, walking by, little shoulder shrug, and then focusing on the apostles, really dropping them one at a time, staying fully focused with all the attacks. And then when you see Logic come in, you see Sharpie try to knock him up and get him away. And here we go, now going to use some slams to try to defend. Big slam, but big feathers from Logic. And now the return is also pretty good. Can we get a return? No, the switcheroo. And Logic is making plays.
All right, Logic is making plays. He does have the upper hand right now. Is Sharpie going to make a return here? The feathers are going to be out. The switcheroo is going to save his life, but it's not going to be enough. The tailwind dash, another dash could just right do it. One more auto attack should do the trick, and he's going to get taken down for this first round. The tailwind dash is, oh my goodness.
Smoosh.
Smooshed indeed.
The warrior coming out of nowhere and just smushing right on Sharpie's head. So Sharpie started the game really well, and then Logic kind of figured it out mid-game. He didn't even wait till the end of the first game, and he just took it from there.
That's true. Like, you would think that the early aggression from earlier gave Sharpie somewhat of an advantage, but Logic just locked in mid-game, just takes him out right there. And here it comes. Air C5 is coming out of Sharpie first. Does find him, but does he have the switcheroo to get away from that? Okay, so he does not. They're still continuing the skirmish, but it looks like he's going to be backing out right now. Still has 8 mana in the chamber, the Zip Zap Orb, and double follow-up also in hand. And another AC5 coming out of Sharpie, but the switcheroo from Logic will take him to safety. Does not get found by that follow-up, but still gets away, and now we're chilling
there
again.
Is a lot going on. These guys are jumping across the map, left, right. This is insane. Oh my goodness, but it looks like Logic is in light control right now, getting another knockup, getting a decent return, and Sharpie is in trouble. This game is high octane, and I think that's just how Logic likes it.
All right. So right now, Logic is in a very good position here, where he is just pouncing on him. Sharpie being forced to play defensively because of the amount of HP that he has. Now focusing more on the apostles, needs to build up a bit more of mana here, because if Logic just decides that, you know what, I'm done, I'm gonna go kill you now, he will kill you, and he won't stop.
No, he absolutely will. But nice slam right there from Sharpie. Is fighting back. He's not just submitting. And nice juke right there from Logic. That dash might have been a little bit too quick. Yep, a little soon. Got a little bit on the return. He does have Logic getting fairly low now. Can he keep the pressure on? Can he make this happen? Or is Logic going to take home the first set?
Oh my goodness, he was okay. So Sharpie was struggling a bit there. Does not have the AC5 in hand. Did you see that? He wasted a few mana just to find another AC5, but it looks like he could actually beat Logic here. He has the advantage on the apostles. He has the advantage on the Zip Zap orbs as well. He has the mana to do it, but is it gonna be enough? Here it comes, going for that kill, going for that AC5. The forward is gonna hit him just for a slight bit. The tailwind dash could be massive for the return, but no, Logic is sort of it alive.
If he would have done that dash that he had hovered, I think he wins the game. And he didn't do it. He didn't pull the trigger. And The turnaround from Logic. He's bringing it. He does. If he would have, if Sharpie would have just let go of the mouse right there, he would have canceled the AC5 and he would have probably hit his own. Wow, what a first series. Well played by Logic. Sharpie showing that he is the real deal.
Oh my god. Oh man, dude. That tailwind while leaving Sharpie outside of the zone. He slipped up. He had that. But for some reason, Sharpie, a new face in the tournament scene, just suddenly making Logic be careful a bit. Because we saw a scenario where Logic could have gave that round there. But no, Logic gets this. We're taking it to match point. What's gonna happen next, man?
I mean, I'm hoping that Sharpie takes this and takes us to a third set, because that was a lot of fun to watch. But obviously Logic's my boy, so if he just wins it, I'm okay with that too. But this Sharpie guy is impressive. I'm really enjoying watching him. And these games are high octane. They're fun. There's a lot going on. They're moving across the map. They're really, jabbing, and then they just go going for a quick one, So very, very, very nice play. And let's see, can the Bood beat the Master?
Yep, let's see. Can the Bood beat the Master? Definitely. Actually, you know what? Logic versus somebody from the scholarship. Wow. This is what I like about Aperon. Anything can happen, especially when it's AC5 versus AC5. Whoever his feather hits first. So you kind of want to figure out what's going on through their minds right now, because I know Logic doesn't really like playing defensive most of the time. So when he's playing AC5, he's looking to pounce. He's looking to find whatever advantage early game he can find.
Sending feathers like Mayweather. I like it.
All right.
See, because Rollo's got a sick beat, and I'm gonna make a song with Rollo on it, and I know Ghostin wants to get involved, so I've been trying to think of some Aperon little lines to go, and I like that one because these feathers, they need to be represented. They are absolutely dominating. But here we go into the second set, and Logic taking some early damage. So well played so far by Sharpie. And remember, in this matchup, any real damage you take, you don't get a whole lot of it back.
That's true. Okay, so the early game looks like it's going to be towards Sharpie here, already at half health, but I think it's time for Logic to retaliate, but most of his mana has been expended just being defensive there. The follows being hovered along with the... Okay, pick something! Okay, he drops the follow-up into the welcome to the slam, but to no avail, does not find Logic, and the follow-up just to deter him away. Logic is going to be chilling right now.
And I mean, I love watching the card play when you watch their hand. When they keep certain cards, they get rid of certain cards, they just know all the time. Then they, oh no, I don't have the range yet. Let's wait. Now I probably have the range. All right, let's see if I get the hit. Boom. And there's the smash. Does get some damage on it. Dece. And both players are at exactly even health. It looks like, this game has been so close. Everyone, both players showing they have some massive skills. 2 slams in hand with a knockup, but he misses the knockup. Can he get a slam? Whoa, 1,400. Oh, another 1,200. And right now, Logic is looking endangered.
Okay, Logic's getting boxed into a corner right now at a quarter health, but he has been really getting away from death here. So the AC5s is just going to be used on his apostles right now, but Logic shines the brightest when he doesn't have any apostles available. And the AC5 gets canceled by the Zip Zap Orb. It's a Zip Zap Orb battle, waiting for whoever gets stunned first, and the Warrior with the slam gets dodged by Logic. Is this going to be...
This is going to be Sharpie's game unless he makes a big boo-boo. It looks like Logic is, is on the back foot, and Sharpie is figuring it out. He's adjusting. Ladies and gentlemen.
He's adjusting indeed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Sharpie getting a game off of Logic. So we literally have a match here right now. I want to see some rubber band matches here where it's not just Logic in a dominant fashion, because people are coming in for that title, and being a boo to start as a rising talent, Logic needs to also dial in here. He wants that. He wants first place. He wants to be the champ, dude. He
I'm
needs to
over
be
here
the champ. He
writing.
is the champ.
I'm over here writing song lyrics with Ghost in midstream. This is funny. This is great. This is great stuff. Let's go, baby! What a way to start my Sunday. This is insane. Start casting at 8 a.m. I couldn't even get a coffee this morning. They were closed. But
Dang,
you
all
know,
right.
it's fine. It's fine. I got 2 juices instead.
All right, bust the move. Come on, dude. Drop a beat. Yeah.
No, 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 no. We do this the right way. We do it nice and clean and take our time, baby. But here we go. Can Sharpie bring it back? It already looks like Logic is doing a little bit better than the early game of last game, but still taking some damage. Now Sharpie taking a lot of damage. Holy pachichits. That was painful right there. And Sharpie's going to have to be real careful now after taking such big punches early. But nice return fire there.
Yeah, nice return fire there, but he's already at a quarter health, and now the pressure is on for Logic. This is the moment he's been waiting for, getting that early damage in, knowing that they are at 1 full AC5 pressure. So if he can make it all contact in just 1 hit, they know they're dead. Even Sharpie recognizes that. The switcheroo is going to save his life. The Air C5 finds 1 feathers on him. The Zip Zap Orb is going to be massive. And here comes the Air C5 coming out of Logic himself. Tailwind dashes into that. Maybe be getting the return for the execute, but does not find it as well. So this is the moment to chill right now because Sharpie does not have that much mana as well.
Yeah, this is tough. He does get off the feathers. He's going to get stunned. And then the feathers coming back. There's feathers everywhere, throwing feathers like Mayweather. Who's going to land the haymaker? And both players are getting extremely low. The next fat feather hit is going to be the difference. Oh my god, that was so risky. Logic jumping into the feathers. Both players are one shot. Sharpie brings it home, and we're going to a third set.
Gets taken down by Sharpie. Sharpie takes a game out of Logic. He's learning his moves, understanding the potential of what could happen if the early aggression fails. We saw Logic put him in the ropes in that early game, blowing up a lot of Sharpie's HP, taking him to a quarter health, but Sharpie did not stop. He did not give up. He fought very well towards that mid to late game.
Clip that. Clip that. Clip that. Clip that.
Which one are we clipping, dude? We're clipping the entire
this
match.
Man is
that
real.
Was insane. That was a Uno reverse flip there. Crazy.
Yeah, I named the clip Sharpie Can't Be Erased. I like that. Oh, that might be a line too. We got another one if he wins this.
All right.
Oh, having too much fun, guys. Having too much fun. This is how it's supposed to be. We want entertainment, and we're getting entertainment. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for being here. And yes, of course, I'm writing them down, Ghostin. What do you think I'm doing multitasking over here? I got nothing else to do, right? Lego.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Set 3, baby. Set 3, baby. Lego.
Let go.
Non-stop delivery!
Non-stop delivery!
I'm out of water, I'm out of juice, I'm out of coffee. What is going on here? It's all empty. Non-stop delivery! Let's go, baby.
Delivery. Okay. So, now here is how oh my god, it's almost lunchtime here. I gotta make some reservations because of course it's Mother Day. I'm taking my mom out, dude. What about you? What are you doing today?
Yeah, have to. Man, I'm doing too many things right now. Okay, it's in my list. Message mom after done. Or I'll message her after this when we have our break. All right, we're in the third and final set, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Meditate versus Boot Army. They are the same family. Can the Prodigy become the master and take Logic out here? Or is Logic going to show that he has ice in his veins and nothing's going to stop him on his way to the top?
All right. Okay, so here it comes, buddy. AC5 is going to be used up once again. So That is the key thing that I've been noticing from Logic. He always goes in early, knows that he can switcheroos right back, maybe trying to bait something. And Sharpie is not falling for it in this early game. Have you noticed?
Yeah, absolutely. And Sharpie has been really kind of kicking it in the corner, hanging out this whole game and letting maybe it's so that
Oh my goodness,
Logic
what kind of
can't get
damage?
behind him.
Oh
Right?
my god,
Maybe it's so
taking...
Logic can't. I feel like
Go
it's
ahead.
so Logic can't get behind him, and it's making it harder for Logic to do the feathers. But yes, Logic still found a way in, got a lot of damage right there, and now Logic has the front foot.
Yeah, he has the front foot right now because the pressure coming in from that one warrior during that zip zap or battle they had in the early game. One of the warriors with the last dude standing did get some punches in. So Logic just needs to close this off. The switcheroo is going to save the life. Actually, no, that was kind of a throw. It pushed him right outside of the zone. Now, the back foot is on the side of Sharpie right now, and Logic is
1200
taking full advantage of
slam.
it.
That was a big slam right there. Sharpie needed that, but he's very low. Both players getting really low. It's down to the feathers again. Who is the true Mayweather in this fight? Logic is getting super low. Feathers are everywhere, and it's coming down to the absolute wire. Sharpie is just dropping it left and right.
Sharpie
Ah!
made it happen again and again and again. He is turning heads. He is the true Titan killer here. He is pulling up here like he's Aaron Yeager right now.
Bro.
Dude.
Bro.
You can
Bruh.
literally imagine the meme, with the Grim Reaper going through the doors, Gaps, Toby. Now, Logic is up next in the chopping block. But is he going to let this happen?
What is this? What is this world that we live in? What is this esports that we thrive in? This is absolutely amazing. Sharpie is like my new favorite player. I cannot believe it. He beats Gap, he beats Toby, and now he's one game away from taking out Logic. He's gonna have to take that boot out of his name. They're gonna have to give him a true tag, or else he's gonna have to get picked up by another team, because this man is an absolute savage, and the Sharpie cannot be erased, is what it seems to be today. So let's see both players taking hits, Logic taking more hits. Sharpie is on point, not ball point, but on point, and here we go, baby.
Oh my god, we're already at match point, and it looks like that early aggression, Logic is getting punished right here. Here comes the AC5, but it gets canceled by the follow-up. Here comes the welcome to the slam, and welcomes 1400 damage on the face of Logic, but he's going to be walking away from that, building up some mana. The aggression doesn't start yet. So this is pretty important, because if Sharpie wins this, he knocks out Logic and moves into the finals to fight Potastatin. Wow,
But
man.
right now, Sharpie is very low. Logic is slightly ahead, and Sharpie does not have a whole lot of mana. So this is a decent position, but that slam could be huge. Bow! And there it is. And all of a sudden, the game is even again. And now Logic, with a slight lead, has Sharpie in the corner. He's not able to finish it yet. Gets out of the range of Sharpie's feathers. No knock up here. No counter. The zip zaps are out. Logic in a great position, but the knock up from Sharpie. There's so many things. And both players are not ready to go for that final attack hit, but there it is. Logic goes in. He hits it with the feathers. Down to one shot. And they come back and Logic takes it.
Yo! What the hell, dude? Sharpie is just sharp, dude. My gosh, sharpening his feathers and is just screwing with us right there.
Sharpies are not known to be sharp. They're soft-tipped. Okay? But he's dealing with Logic like a ballpoint pen right now. This is insane. All right.
They didn't even switch up their positions. They just started it all. And oh my goodness, the double follow-up coming out of Logic. That might be bad. You don't have anything to cancel him. If he does decide to have an early aggression and Logic is coming in again, trying to greet you, knocking at your door, asking for some sugar, and here comes
big
the
start
into the follow-up. Logic, what are you doing, man? Doing some early aggression without
big
any
return.
disables. Oh
wow,
God,
that was some massive damage right there coming in from Sharpie on that first feather. But now Logic trying to return the favor. A couple feathers hit, but not that much. Logic looks like he might be crumbling a little bit, trying to get out of the way. Gets knocked up, gets slammed, gets bammed. Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Oh my
Okay,
god, but the
Sharpie.
switcheroo was not gonna save his life. This is pretty huge. Okay, so there is some mana on the side of Sharpie here. The follow-up does not find him. The zip zap orb is
Where's
there.
Logic?
The auto attack will end it all. And there it
Wow.
is. Sharpie,
What is...
the Titan Slayer, takes out Logic, gapped, and Toby. Wow.
He just removed every team as a scholar. Every top team. This is him. Smack. Smack. And one more smack. Wow. And then he gets to play SL next. So wait, am I wrong? Did Sharpie beat one player from each team? Is Gap on SL too? I don't remember, but he's beaten every top team, top 10 players, 3 of them. This is nutty. This is nutty.
This is nutty indeed, dude. Oh my goodness. Who is this man?
Choi freaking Oi. Ah, that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Amazing play, Logic. I'm proud of you, brother. You made it into the monthly finals, and you're going to have another chance to dance with all of these big boys. But who is this man? Sharpie is making a name for himself today. Hey, bro. Hashtag can't erase a Sharpie.
Can't erase a Sharpie indeed. But will the finals be it? Will he actually dominate this out of nowhere?
Potts! He's got to play Potts, and Potts has also been dominating on the other side of the bracket, so this is not going to be easy, but going into it, in my mind, Sharpie's got to be the favorite after the people he's beaten.
Yep.
All right, but before we go to the grand finals, before we go to this best of 5 series for all the marbles, the #1 ranking, and the top prize for today, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. Get your candies, get your popcorns, let your neighbors know, grab your grandma, sit the dogs down, get the cats back inside, get it all going, get everyone situated and comfortable. We're going to be right back.
All right.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. The day is almost over, but the grand final remains. Biku, we have ourselves some warriors that have survived through this gauntlet.
I know, right? But it was so close. The matches are insanely close. And
Hey,
you
everything.
didn't we were not expecting this. We thought there were favorites in this entire tournament too. But yeah, everybody in top 4 is already going to the finals. I'm sorry, going to the final matches in the end of the month. But now it's time for glory and for some prizes.
Absolutely. And these players have been fighting all day long, and now they have reached their final boss. Here's the bracket. When this day started, I guarantee nobody would have put Sharpie versus Potts at the finals. I guarantee nobody would have put them in the finals against one another. This is insane. This is awesome. And I don't really know what's gonna happen. I think it's in my mind, in my gut feeling, I have it at 70-30 for Sharpie, just because he's beaten the best players in the game already. But
Yeah.
Potts has also been crushing it.
He proved himself, definitely. I mean, if you beat somebody like Logic, you know that you're somebody. You've done something already right there. But even in the previous matches, Toby, Gap, like we kind of sort of already expected like some sort of threat here. And
And
it's now apparent,
and
you know?
Logic came out, he took set one. We both were thinking like, ooh, okay, maybe Logic is just too good, and then Sharpie was like, wait, I know how. I must adjust. Cannot erase Sharpie. Does not work. So, as long as he stays undefeated, he can definitely live by that name.
For sure. He can keep the Sharpie name, dude.
So God Dog says, I think Potts will surprise. His build is built to play versus AC5. Correct. He's been great against AC5s. He's been the only person really being able to beat AC5. So yes, this could be very, very exciting.
This could be different right now, but yeah, so I'm ready for the next match, dude. And by the way, once again, before this next match happen, thank you so much, Aperon, for making all this possible, making the amazing game, and of course, having us dudes be the people to show the world what an amazing game you've truly made. And of course, Loot Rush being the best rental service out there for your NFT needs. No need to break the bank to rent out or play and get on top of the leaderboard with very expensive axes or Aperon items, and also other stuff, actually, not just those two. But,
Did you see the tweet? Did you see the tweet that Frank made? And it's Sharpie walking through the doors, blood everywhere, and now he's knocking on Potts's door. He's ready. He's waiting. This is great stuff. Great content. I'm loving it. Good job, everybody, supporting and putting together, this amazing community that we're building. Everyone has been hanging out for hours last night, every weekend, every tournament, and we are just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. There is still so much more ahead. Aperon is cooking. If you look in the new season, it says guild. The little guild. That's exciting to me. I love guild things. I love team things. I really want to do a team tournament. I really want to try planet pools. I want to try bands. I want to try what we did with Axie, but I don't want to wait so long to try it. We waited a long time to really try all the different formats. I just want to do it, right? We have enough teams. We all know each other. We're all friends. We have enough scholars. Let's just try. Even if it just doesn't even have to be an official thing. Just for the fun and the data gathering. Like, I know that the Aperon team, they want to try all these different things, so we know what is the best. Because right now, everyone has different opinions, and that's cool. But there will be a moment where we're like, wow, this format is so sick. Like, this is the future, right?
Oh yeah. So finals is cooking. It's a best of 5. Sharpie has turned from being the underdog to the favorite to win. But Potts, for
Potts!
sake. he is still the anti AC5 here. So will he end the run for Sharpie? But of course, even if Sharpie loses this, dude, he's on his way to really making stuff happen moving forward. Oh, is he surrendering?
Okay, we must have had a little bit of an issue. That's okay. We're going to restart it. This is esports. We're not going to punish anybody unnecessarily for internet connections. I mean, if it is completely clear, then, I'm always for allowing it to go again.
Absolutely.
And as long as people aren't abusing it, it's fine, right? It becomes a problem when people, like, one lag for 1 second happens and one thing goes wrong and they're like, oh, the game doesn't count. I hate that. That's ridiculous.
I mean, it didn't happen mid-game. It didn't happen mid-game. It started at the beginning of the match, which is the best time to do it, so I'm good with this.
Yeah. No, but even if it's in, right? Like, there's so many things that happen in one Aperon match. There's so many decisions, so many close calls. That one slam that you missed because of your lag shouldn't be the reason you lose a game.
Oh, definitely. That's definitely for sure. But if it's like it's gonna affect everything, for sure. Especially if it's gonna be matches that have high stakes, Okay, but
for sure.
He's taken a bit of early damage here, but that's what you want to see from an ERC5 user. You want him to take damage. You want to bait out some moves out of this boot so you can heal it right back up.
Yeah, and I guess you want to take some damage instead of your apostles, right? Because you're going to heal it up anyway, so it really is not a big deal. It's actually very good min-maxing, in my opinion, to take some damage early so that you can use your EC5 more effectively and get the healing out of it. So, well played. We know Potts knows how to play this matchup. There's no question there. Can he be the one that figures out how to erase a Sharpie?
That's going to be interesting. Well, it's only going to take some club soda, a few rough rags. But joking aside, it looks like the early aggression has started soon already. The follow-up is going to find Potestat, and he rushes back into his ERC5 to maybe get some breathing room there. The Zip Zap Orb to stop him as well. And oh my goodness, they're both at half health. And it looks like the first AC5 is going to be Flourish right out. But it gets stopped by the Castle Guard.
Yeah, Potts knows how to play against this. The Castle Guard is always ready. Both players are very even right now, and they're just kind of juking it out. But here we go. Potts is going to get some more healing in, which is very, very important. He's going to need to stay alive, stay in that safe zone. He's avoiding a lot of Zip Zap, too, which is, good value, but gets knocked up and does get canceled.
All right. So now we are at a very most crucial part of the game where the zone is very close, but I don't think Sharpie has the tools to take him down right there. Actually, no, I'm mistaken. He has the AC5. He has the Zip Zap Orb. Just a little bit more. The Zip Zap Orb is not blocked by the Castle Guard. And wow, Sharpie once again. Sharp intact. He is currently boot star in this tournament.
Brother, that was the first game. This is a best of 5. This could be the most intense shit ever. Yes. Oh my goodness. What are we in store for, ladies and gentlemen? These players have come to play. Both players making extremely good moves. And right there at the end, Potts, he played that Castle Guard. I think one of them was like a little bit early, and I feel like his flow got a little bit messed up in there somewhere. Wow, that was really close. That was really freaking close. These players are on fire, and Potts is not messing around.
Oh yeah, could just be another replay of Potts versus Karim, where the early game does go a bit on the side of Karim, but at the end of it all, it does go back to Potts. But can he make this happen here? And look at him, he's just chilling, just walking around. You think he's lagging, but he's not. Cast that. You see that? He cast the AC5 into the switcheroo. It does not expect it to happen right there, but of course, Potts is locked in himself.
Locked in, both players taking very little damage right here, focusing on the apostles. And I'm curious to see if Potts is going to do what he did last game and, take some damage, get the EC5s, maximize, min-max it basically. But decent start so far. Potts is only down a tiny bit, and that's fine.
Oh my god, and then I'm getting word in the chat that he was actually 7th place in the leaderboards. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I guess the reasons why Gap and of course Toby is under everyone's magnifying glass is because of the fact that they both peaked at the first spot in the leaderboard at some point. So we know them more. When they get into tournaments, we already know them. And at Earthsea 5 does not get canceled. But yeah, so Sharpie is a really good player and he's floating amongst the top players, but he's just not being noticed until now.
Well, he's been noticed now, and I will never unnotice him again. Whenever his name pops up, I'll be like, oh yeah, that guy's sick. Yeah, he's sick. But same with Potts. Same with Potts. Got to give him that same respect, that same shout out, because he's been playing this tournament extremely well and is playing this matchup extremely well. Has Sharpie on the back foot right now. Full life Potts. No more EC5 action, but he's able to come in and mess with them. And let's see if he can pull this one off. It's a good position.
Yep, rightfully so. Okay, so Sharpie, it's now a 1v1 situation, and the only thing that can prevent him from taking any damage is going to be the Zip Zap Orbs and the ARC-1. So Potts needs to play this perfectly. Still has the Castle Guard to mitigate some damage, but is that going to be enough into the late game? The second to the last circle is here, and the final circle will come in 25 seconds. That's going to be the danger zone for our boy Sharpie here, but can he make something happen before that happens?
He stunned Potts in the red zone, which was very, very painful right there. Not what Potts wanted. There's a lot of zippy zappies going along, and he's trying to get into the safe zone. He barely gets in, but now Potts is super, super low. Oh my goodness. But okay, that's going to get him a little bit of healing, a little bit of damage. He's fighting, but Sharpie is just so freaking good. Can Potts stay alive?
Sharpie takes the first game, and in that final circle, he finds Potts and takes him down. Wow, first blood goes to Sharpie.
Potts played those EC5s pretty decently. Sharpie was in the EC5. He even got stunned, I believe, maybe by the EC5, or it might have been the Zip Zaps. But, it was close. And whenever you get those hits, right, you're healing a little bit as Potts. So, whew, very nice try. First set is going to go to Sharpie, but again, it's a best of 5, so Potts has plenty of time to bring it back.
All right. There definitely needs to switch it up a bit. Maybe change the tactic.
Kusei says Sharpie's going to eat this EC5 alive. What up, Kusei? Right. Welcome, brother. I don't know about that. He's basically Potts, if you just tuned in, Potts has been beating top EC5 players all day, but Sharpie has just been beating top players all day. So both players they earned this spot in the finals for sure. They played extremely well, and I'm excited to see how Potts can bring this back.
Yeah, his debut in the tournament scene is very explosive. Turned a lot of heads and even surprised all of us. But yeah, 7th in the leaderboard and now looking to be the first in A New Dawn.
And leaderboards are a different kind of beast. It's a grindy beast, right? Obviously you need consistency and high skill level, but in a tournament it is different. You know what your opponents are probably going to play. You get to prepare properly. You get to go in with a plan and a mindset. And you have a best of 3 or now a best of 5. So it does allow you a whole lot more flexibility. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We go.
Let us go. So we're not in any dangerous zones just yet, but winning this for Sharpie will take this game to match point. Will he go for a clean sweep? Because honestly, that's where it's looking to be right now. And oh my goodness, that damage from the Welcome to the Slam, taking Potestaten to half health, follow-up being hovered, waiting for that Earthsea 5 to be casted. But is it going to happen? Nope. Okay, you know what? Screw it. He's not going to do it. Air C5 away, but it's going to get canceled by the baby cage, and he's just going to get away right there. The Castle Guard is going to be used prematurely, not really for anything whatsoever.
Mistakes are being made this game. Sharpie's coming out sharp, and Potts is coming out, stuck in thought at this point. So there's another castle guard, and right now it looks like Potts has his back to the wall, does get a knockup, going for another knockup, trying to trade here, needs to get off some EC5 for some damage, but another slam is on its way, and it is fully charged.
It's fully charged right there, and I don't think he's gonna get away from it. And oh my god, it cancels the Earth C5 as well, and another to boot. Sharpie, just wow, my brother. Oh my goodness. Whew. I'm forgetting some syllables in here because I just don't know what's gonna happen next. He's hovering and hovering. I expect Potts to actually get away from that, but no, he's just playing into his hands now.
This is insane. This man is unstoppable. And like, I don't know, bro. I do not know. I can't wait. I want to see Sharpie play Rollo. Like, I need to see it now. I need to see it. Money match! All right,
Money
here
match?
we go.
Money
Potts
match.
is not out of this yet. He still has plenty of time to bring this back, but he needs to put this foot on the gas pedal. This is the time. And again, knock up into slam right off the bat. And Sharpie is sitting in the back, just hard chilling.
Oh yeah, he gets to cast it, but the aggression is still there. Misses another slam. Could maybe make something happen with his air C5. I'm not sure. Still has 4 mana in the chamber, but the return is really just for the apostles right now.
Yeah, no, he's just got to make sure that all of his damage is efficient and that he's hitting hard. And here we go. Bam, bam, stun, smash, boom, knock up, another one, jump, smoom, poom, loom, and then he throws out some feathers. What is even going on here? But okay, you got off the EC5. That was huge. Potts really needed that. He needs the healing, and he's really trying to keep his distance, and boom, he gets smashed again.
Oh my goodness, he just needs to keep retreating to his Earth C5, but the problem is that that's not a safe place, especially with Sharpie just waiting in the winds to make something happen. He does have the advantage on the apostles there, but the consistency is gone. There's no more apostles to leech life off to, and now it is just time for Sharpie to make sure that he doesn't get killed by his apostles. Just the Earth C5 does not have any more apostles to take some HP from.
Nice movement there. Nice movement from Potts. We have seen great movement from Potts all day long. And let's see. Potts needs to get in that chip damage and use those apostles the best he can, but obviously stay away from the feathers.
All right. Okay, so here comes the zip zap into okay, so the baby cage is right there to maybe slow him down a bit, but a quarter health already on the side of Potts. He doesn't have that much apostles to heal off of. This is already Sharpie's game. I can already see it happening. It's going to be a 2-0 for my boy Sharpie. Here's the Earth C5. The no-no square has been commenced, but that's not gonna stop Sharpie, my boy. Zip Zap orbing away. Here comes the air C5 right now, waiting for the Zip Zap to maybe stun him, but the Castle Guard is gonna stop that aggression right there. Now we're back to 0 mana.
You'd think with the Castle Guards, maybe Potts would have a chance, right? But not really able to utilize those and get too much value from them. Potts did heal up a little bit and is going to get a chance to try this EC5 again. Let's see if it works better than last time.
Oh, and oh my god, he doesn't even go there right away. He just puts out the air C5, dashes in with a tailwind, and here it comes. He's just going to close the lid with the Zip Zap orb. He needs to keep moving around to get some armor, but it's not going to be enough, and Sharpie closes this off.
This is Fuego. Sharpie is on a tear right now. He is now 2 sets up, and Potts has to reverse sweep now, and it's looking like Sharpie is just too sharp.
Oh yeah, Sharpie is looking too sharp, can't be erased.
Nice timing of AC1. He's unstoppable. Great space control. We need Sharpie versus 1437. Well, first Sharpie's got to beat Rollo. And then we can, you know what I mean? I would say right now 1437 and Rollo would be the kings of their respected domains. But, the talent is growing and the talent is showing, and we're seeing new names, and I love it, bro. I absolutely love that our finals are 2 players I have never heard of before. Even though Sharpie is top 10, he didn't click yet, like you said, Biku. There wasn't the ping moment yet.
Mm-hmm. But it's happening now. All eyes on Sharpie, looking to be a favorite coming in as the finalist for this month. And honestly, tournaments are a lot more exciting than the leaderboard. I mean, let's freaking face it, dude. The tournament scene was the plan for Aperon to shine. The leaderboard is for the prizes, for the kitties, for the bots. But here we are, just screaming out of our lungs. We've never heard of Sharpie, and now everybody knows who he is.
Hey, well, I mean, will be playing in the South American top 8, and then they'll be playing potentially in the top 8 bracket next weekend. So that match is looming ahead of us, but for now, we've got Potts with his back against the wall, needs to reverse sweep Sharpie. Triple erasing Sharpie does not seem like something that is in the cards, but he's done it to many AC5 players, and today maybe he can be that guy. And if Potts could bring this back, that would immortalize him forever.
All right. So this is match point for our boy Sharpie. The guy out of nowhere, off of our radar, but it's actually making things happen behind the scenes. I guess when you hit 7th place, you're technically a nobody if you've never touched first place for a second. If nobody's complaining about you on the feedback chat in Aperon server, well, who the hell are you? But here it comes now. Follow-ups being hovered into the welcome to the slam. He's been welcomed to this so many times already, and Potestatin is already at half health once again in the early game. Now I can sing Sharpie's praises because holy crap, this advantage is just too much, dude. And with the Zip Zap Orb to boot, he hides behind his Castle Guard, but Zip Zap Orb does not get canceled by the Castle Guard.
Yeah, so now we are going to see Potts get some healing in. He needed that. He didn't get canceled. But that early game aggression, knock up into Smash Smash, that is really, really impressive. Nice play. I'm going to make sure to, coordinate mine better in the future as well. So he's looking to send out some feathers. Oh, nice little baby cage to hide inside of. Good movement from both players. Just really dancing, dodging, ducking, diving, weaving, and dancing and dodging, and all of these. And here we go. We're going into the mid game. Almost all apostles are down now, so Potts will have 2, and there's 1 left with a little bit of life for Sharpie.
All right, but that doesn't matter right here. He only has 1 apostle, but he has all of his air abilities in hand. A bunch of Zip Zap Orbs and some AC5s to boot, and the Tailwind Dash could just be the combo maker here. So Tailwind into nothing, but the Zip Zap Orb to follow, and the apostle is on the side of Sharpie and not a single one on the side of Potts. Could this be a closing statement for the Earth C5 gets canceled once again by the Zip Zap Orb, and here comes the feathers. The return is going to be massive. He dashes along with the Tailwind, but does not get much on the return.
And his Zip Zap Orbs got canceled right there as well for Potts. So, everything is seeming to go in Sharpie's favor right now. He's still got a warrior on the field. Sharpie in control. Potts trying to stay alive, getting down the double EC5s, getting up a little knockup. Well played there, not taking much damage from those feathers, but still in a tough spot. Back against the wall. Can Potts bring it back, or is he going to get canceled? Because here comes the next Zip Zap.
Here comes the next Zip Zap, but I think he got canceled by the Tailwind Dash there. He doesn't have that many tools. There's a few seconds left before the final circle is there, but he's already dying and crying, and there's nothing I can say about this. I'm not even lying at this point because the Air C5 is going to get the return. The circle is closing. Okay, so this looks like the time for Potts to make something happen. The AC5 is going to be out, but the return, is this going to be enough to actually kill him off? I think Potts is going to get a point off of Sharpie for the first time in this tournament. He's just hovering right outside of the map, not touching the Earth C5 to potentially heal him. Just
oh my god, but it's not over yet.
Sharpie lead. The Sharpie has
yes.
Let's go. Wow,
this is insane. This is insane, bro. Like, look at how good Potts has to play to barely win.
My god,
wow.
It's a best of 5. Could we actually see a reverse sweep here in this tournament, dude? Insane.
If Potts can do that like 5 more times, I'm impressed. I am impressed. If he can do that 5 more times, I will bow down. I'll do 50 push-ups right here on stream.
Oh my
Like
god, dude!
that's
Do 50 push-ups regardless, dude. Who cares?
no, I'm already sore. I did
that.
them yesterday, so I'm a little sore. But like, if he can bring this back, I got to do something. That's insanity. So here we go. If Potts can win this one, he can push it to another set. He needs to. It's all or nothing for him in this set. And Sharpie has been on fire, so Potts knows what he needs to do. Stay away from the knockups, or else he's gonna get hit by the Warriors.
Okay, so it looks like he's learning, he's watching. He is now dodging those warriors so clean because he always keeps getting put into a really awkward situation in the early game, getting put at half health with a follow-up double welcome to the slam combo. But it looks like it's happening again, but this time it's not because of that. The castle guard gets canceled. Did you see that? And now here comes the air C5, but the desecrated ground's gonna get casted. So Potts is chilling right now. He could get this point.
Feels better. This feels better for Potts than the last couple games. He was able to get off his ECs. He was able to absorb some feathers, take the damage, and then heal it back up, which means that Sharpie was not targeting the Apostles like he has been the last couple games. So right now, Potts seems to be in control, using the castle guards, getting the blocks like he was earlier, taking out the Apostles. Potts is feeling pretty good right here.
Oh yeah, all right. So the Tailwind Dash is going to be used there, but gets canceled by the baby cage. So very defensive right now in this late game, and not a single scratch right now on Potts. So this is quite different compared to the matches we've had before, and not a lot of mana as well. Oh my god, he overstepped his welcome and actually gets stunned inside the Earth C5 of Potts.
Hey, big moves from Potts here, staying away from the feathers as well. Seems to have, the momentum when it comes to movement right now is a step ahead, and we see Sharpie trying to catch up. So well played by Potts, really adjusting well here, doing well, taking some feathers to the chin, but keeping the movement going. Decent return there, and now we see Sharpie taking control.
Oh my god.
But the circle's almost there. He's almost in little circle.
Yep, the little circle is almost there, but I think you missed something there because honestly, that was the most interesting one I saw. So he casted Air C5 and then dashed backwards into the zone because he knows that the Potts is going to try to cancel it. But here it comes, the Earth C5. Look at those two balls, look like a bunch of testicles that he can't pass through. Now, AC5 is going to get casted, and the return could be massive, but it's not going to be enough to cancel it out. The circle is closing, and Potts is not dying. Sharpie and the back foot right now, he may have less HP than him, but he could just dash out and cast the Air C5, does not get canceled, and boom, this is Potts' game, bro. And
oh
wait,
my goodness.
Hold just a hot second.
One feathers could change the weather. Is it going to be enough?
Oh.
No, it's not, and Potts is back, baby.
Potts is back in the game. He's in the board, dude.
He got to the late game. He got to that double testicle style EC5 that you mentioned, and Potts is back. Please
Potts
don't
has
reverse
got
sweep.
Balls, dude.
Potts got booty. No, Potts killing it though. This is sick. This is impressive stuff. Wow. Loving these last couple matches. They have been high octane, very intense, different matchups. We're seeing all kinds of different touches. And that's one reason this is an argument for NFTs in tournaments, right? People are using the thing they're super comfortable with. And as the game gets older, people are going to have multiple comfort picks. So they're going to be able to do multiple things.
All right. So next match is going to be crazy. It's still match point for Sharpie, but a reverse sweep could be very interesting.
Yeah, especially for my push-ups. Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
It's gains. There's no downside, dude. I mean, you're going to get sore, but hey, it's gains.
You're right. Gains is where it's at. That's what we are living for. And after this, I am gonna be a hungry boy, a hungry boy.
All right, me too, dude. Milk, coffee, water. I mean, we fasting, and not to mention
I fast until 12. Yeah, yeah. I
How many
fast till
hours?
12 or 1 every day. 16?
16. Yes. 16, that's the
Every,
sweet spot.
yeah, I do 16 every day. I love it. I like feeling hungry before I actually eat
Yeah, makes
instead
you
of just
enjoy the food
eating
more.
because it's a habit. Hell yeah. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Set number 4 in the grand finals of E4E A New Dawn, the Americas. And we have Sharpie versus Potts. Two up-and-coming savages showing the world that they are not messing around and they're coming for the title.
Okay, okay. So the early aggression is already gone. He's gotten past the welcome to the slam, but it looks like round 2 is about to start when it comes to that. I'm gonna be using that air C5 to take out some apostles. It's still surprising to me that this just happened. That Sharpie is at the top spot right now, putting some pressure right now on the top. A follow-up is being used right on top of Potts, and here comes the welcome to the slam to boot, but he dashes away.
Yeah, it's crazy how much damage Potts has already taken in this early game. Not the end of the world, returning some damage now and healing with his EC5s, but we've seen the early game go better for Potts. You know what I'm saying? So here, now we're gonna have Sharpie against the world for quite a long time.
Yes, against the world, but when he is in this position where he only has one apostle left, actually no apostles whatsoever, it means all of his abilities are just AC5s, AC1s. Of course, they're all just air. So it's time for him to blow over Pots before that circle closes in, before the Doom Testicles pops out. Because it
Oh,
is... Oh, is this going to be it? No, he doesn't have any AC5 or mana yet. It was not possible.
but the cancel, he did get a little cancel there with the zip zaps. And it seems like, you know, Sharpie has some decent control right now, taking out these apostles, and both players are very low, but the circle is still pretty big. And we know that Potts is looking for that super late game circle so we can start dancing around his EC5s.
All right, so the stun is there. The return does not do anything. So it's now a battle of the zip zap. So whoever's auto attack is more is gonna be winning here. And oh my god, the Earth C5 out of nowhere, coming out of Pots, out of pure desperation, because you don't want to be using that Earth C5 that early, because that doesn't really do much unless you got a second one. And there it is, boyos, the double Earth C5.
Oh!
Wow! And that tailwind was just on point.
Yeah,
Point for Sharpie.
Potts thought he was safe in his EC5, and Sharpie's like, hey, yo, watch this, bro. Chew! Pow!
Yeah,
the balls to dash.
He dashed in between those balls, knowing that he could take him down with the feathers.
What is up, Grars? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yes, the orbs are dealing so much damage. This is going to be tough for Potts. But, you know, he's shown he knows how to play this matchup, so the chance is still there. Let's see. He needs this win, or else his tournament is over, and Sharpie will be our champion.
So what do we have in store? What are the prizes for our boys in the championship? First place and second place.
Let's get that in chat. I actually completely forgot. I asked like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, let's get that in our... Let me ask.
All right, let's get that in our chat. What are they fighting for? The glory, they already have the qualifications to be in the final match for the end of this. The Castle Guard taunt is going to be used really well with that AC5. So a bit of pressure right now on the side of Potts, because if Sharpie wins this one match, it's gonna be it.
Hey, and you know, basically, Sharpie came out swinging. He came out on fire, and then, you know, Potts kind of figured it out for a little bit. But maybe I'm feeling from the comment in chat too that maybe the zip zaps, maybe Sharpie added more points to the zip zaps to get more zip zap damage. I'm not sure if that's what happened, But he does seem to be in more control in this series. And maybe it's just that Sharpie's got the eye of the tiger and he's coming through clutch. He's got Potts down under half health now, keeping the pressure on. He's dumping, he's diving all over him, throwing up the zip zaps and not letting Potts breathe. Potts needs to really get out of here. He needs to heal. He needs some EC5. He does get one off. He's going to get a little bit of healing, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
That's true. Well, earlier, if he didn't have that castle guard, he could have died just right then and there, but good thing he has it. Okay, so the double Earth C5 is going to be out first, and the AC5 is also going to be commenced. The return is going to be massive if he actually gets this off, and oh my god, he gets the snare, he gets the Zip Zap Orb, so a lot of pressure right now, right on top of Potts. So Zip Zap Orbs is going to be casted, so much pressure right now on the side of Potts, and he doesn't have any other way to get out of this except for the AC5. I'm sorry, AC1.
And here it is. It looks like it's over. Sharpie comes through, adjusts, and brings it home with the 3-1 in the grand finals. Orb 2 strong, the champ. Sharpie the GOAT doing it big here on our show this weekend. He has earned his #1 seed in the top 8, which means he will be on opposite sides of the bracket as Rollo in the Americas region. Bow, bow, bow! Wow! Let's freaking go.
My gosh. Congratulations, Sharpie. Man, the first match you won against Gap was already questionable enough, but you made something happen against sorry, who was the next match again? Toby against Toby, and then you take out Logic too, and dude, that's crazy. I love it when talent just pops out of nowhere, especially in tournament form, where it's casted, where it's immortalized here in esports for everyone. And by everyone, I mean everyone. Region, planet. Are you from Mars? Yeah, we're hosting it there too.
Hey, it was a hard bracket, and these players showed up. Everyone showed up today. Thank you all for coming out. We may be getting an interview. I'm not sure. I haven't been told yes or no yet. Let me check the chat really quick. Boopity boppity blockchain. Adding Sharpie. Yes, we are going to get a little interview going down right here. And I think Rollo is going to potentially be our translator.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you here to translate for us, good sir?
I'm Mario. I come to here just translate, yes.
All right.
Nice. Well, Sharpie, congratulations. That was absolutely insane. You took out 4 of the best players in the world. How do you feel? And how did you do it?
Thank you.
¿Entendés o te lo traduzco?
Te
estoy jodiendo.
¿Cómo me siento? Dice. Pero...
Sí, te estás preguntando cómo te sentís. Le acabas de ganar a uno de los mejores jugadores, algunos de los mejores jugadores del planeta. Y nada, tipo, ¿cómo te sentís y cómo lo hiciste?
Nada, me siento bien. Estaba un poco nervioso en los games, pero focuseado dentro de todo.
Ok. ¿Y cómo lo hiciste? Ya sé, yo no elegí la pregunta.
Nada, jugué nomás. Como si fuera un partido más.
Bueno, le voy a poner un poco de condimento porque son más secos que la mierda. Okay, so yeah, basically he said that he was kind of nervous at the beginning, but he kept cool, calm, and collective, and in the end managed to pull it off, you know. And when I asked like, how did you do, or what was your sauce, he was like, I just play the game, you know. I just fucking play it. So yeah.
How long has he been playing? And yeah, how long has he been playing?
¿Hace cuánto que jugás?
Un mes y 2 semanas, ¿sí?
Cuando entré yo. Ponele.
Sí, en esta season. En la season anterior haciendo 2.
Sí, basically 1 month and 2 weeks.
Okay, so his first season, basically.
Season 2. Yeah.
Insane.
When I started.
Savage.
Same thing.
Increíble. Felicidades, my friend.
Biko, any questions for our champion?
I mean, we literally were watching the entire thing. Don't really have questions. Just want to say congrats on making it here. And if you make it in E4E, dude, there's there's so much more to come, especially with what Aperon is cooking moving forward.
So yeah, if he has any final words, if he wants to speak to his fans, let him know.
¿Tenés
This is
ganas
his
de
chance.
decir algo? He doesn't look like the most talkative, you know? So he's
All
just
good.
chilling.
All good.
The silent
good.
ones you gotta watch out for.
Ya. Che, te estás preguntando si tenés ganas de decir unas palabras o algo, ¿entendés? Tipo, dale, tírate unos centros.
Y que estoy ansioso por el próximo torneo de los finals que van a hacer.
¿Y contra quién quieres jugar?
Contra cualquiera.
Okay, so he said he's anxious for the finals, and when I asked him who does he want to play against, he was like, anyone.
Okay, awesome. Hey, that's the mentality we like to see. Congratulations again. Thank you so much for coming on for a quick interview. Thank you, Rollo, for supporting us as always. And I really look forward to this week. Again, we have 5 Aperon tournaments coming at you this week. You're going to have to stay tuned. Follow E4E on Twitter, and you'll know what's going on. We're posting all the tingies, doing all the tingies, and it's going down, baby. It is going down. So Zenith tournament starting in the week, during the week, and then E4E A New Dawn, top 8 from both regions next weekend. So stay tuned. Make sure to mark your calendars, and thank you all for coming out. I appreciate you.
All right, thank you so much for watching, and thank you E4E for making this possible. Good night.
let him Desolate next time.